boots and
Hey, what is going on, guys? It is your resident DM, Bloodstone the Demon, and I'm once again joined with my good cast and crew. We have Chocobo, otherwise known as Count Sinclair.
Man, I didn't think I'd be the one first today. Hot dog.
We have Argy, otherwise known as Drakon.
It is good to be back! Also, audio is good.
Thank you. We have Beck, otherwise known as Kane. Okay. We have Jack, otherwise known as Kairos Flamebearer.
Yes. Kairos Flamebearer. Hello, very nice to meet you all, and I'm actually here to say hello this time.
We have Nubby, otherwise known as Corbin. Is it just who can scream the loudest before their mic peaks? We have Leo, otherwise known as Leon.
How's everybody doing? It was totally Beck who did it this time.
Oh,
fuck off, you cunt.
And then lastly, but not least, we have Zoom, otherwise known as Pengu the Kenku.
Howdy, Jack. How's it going?
I'm Cancun.
Pretty good. Also, what is it never Beck's problem?
So, just to shove it back. Just to reiterate where we kind of left off, everyone managed to get themselves to this place here, where there's a crystal to get to the place needed to board Murcielago. But they also discover they have to deactivate 3 different shields to get to touch it. But each shield is led down by a different path, where they'd have to split up and get the work done faster.
As usual.
Additionally, I'm going to really quickly say, Sylvia flips a coin that she's randomly taken to the interdimensional Starbucks. Yeah, that's where they're at now. But as you guys look around trying to figure out which path each of you should go on, you hear someone screaming for their life as they fall down, as Drakon just suddenly plummets from the sky.
Bonk.
He lands down, not taking a lick of damage.
12 d4 damage right now.
Meanwhile, on the other hand, you see Zoom coming out of the same cave that you guys came out of. Only he seems to not have any problem whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
You got lost in the cave.
Sorry, guys. I got distracted by the rocks.
Okay,
So-
should we inform them about all the information that we've gathered?
So I'll basically give everyone a recap so everyone knows where they're at. Each of these shields is led down by a different pathway that you can choose to follow. The scientists basically revealed that this crystal here will get you to the place needed to board Murcielago, the newest of the Titan mechs that you've been hunting, essentially.
What are one of the guardian deities of for Divine Guardians?
Yeah, I basically stuttered and I couldn't recover from it. Leave me alone. And essentially, the paths that you can choose from are the path of nature, the path of divinity, and the path of death.
I'm going nature.
I'll go down the path.
Oh, no, nature. Divinity. That was it. The yellow one.
You want to go down the path of divinity?
Yes.
Beck, what did you want to go?
I'll go down the path of death.
All right.
Edgy.
So, Chocobo, where did you want to go? Path of
Well,
divinity?
of course, I'm a god, so obviously I have to go down the path of divinity.
And Jack, where did you want to go?
I go where my employer goes, so divinity.
Okay. So, wait, that leaves Zoom, Nubby, and Argy.
I'm going down death. Mainly to keep Kane in check.
Try not to die.
Nubby, I remember you saying last time you wanted to do the nature pathway, correct?
I guess so.
If you want to go down a different path, let me know.
Why are we having 3 people go down the yellow path?
Well, to be fair, someone's going to have... Well, depending on how you divide this up, it can be any combination of people going down each path.
Yeah. Not only that, I mean, dude, we got to go find the wizard. We got to go down the yellow path.
Oh,
Gotta go down the yellow path.
I bet you don't want to go down the divine path.
Easy.
I hate this session already.
I regret nothing.
Zoom, what path would you like to go down?
nature, please.
Aw,
that's
damn it!
true.
I'm stuck with the penguin.
Wow!
Hey,
Ow, what is
penguin,
What
what
did
the
the
hell?
penguin do to you?
Hey,
Heck would do.
what
Don't
is
be
this? Can I
racist.
change my path? I am
Jesus.
still safe. Would I be
Okay.
able to change my path? Would I be able to just, turn back?
Damn, man. You upset the penguin so much you don't want to go down the path no more.
Damn.
I would advise against it, but sure if you want.
I'll stick around one time.
All right. So I'm gonna decide what order we're gonna go with these paths. Could Leo, Nubby, and Beck all make me a initiative
Oh my
roll?
God.
Sorry,
Hold on, man.
I had a stroke there.
Alright. Do I DM it or do I just say it?
Just DM it to me.
Alright.
I need to find the dice. It's stuck to some blue tack. Double fuck, Jesus Christ!
Well, damn.
Welcome to hell. We're moving in.
Okay. Fucking hell. Okay, Nubby and Leo, I'm gonna need you both to reroll since you got the same fucking thing.
Oh, Lord.
Oh my god.
Dirty 20.
But, okay. I was gonna have you DM it to me, but
Hold on.
Whatever.
Oh, my bad. Right.
okay. Yeah, I just need
Right.
Nubby, if you can reroll for me real quick.
Also, Zoom, what else you playing there, bud?
Oh shit. Okay, so we do have an actual order this time. So Nubby got a natural 20, Beck got a dirty 20, and Leo got 19.
Damn.
Definitely
So-
better than my original roll.
Yeah, both Leo and Nubby had a 5 initially.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start off with Nubby's path, followed by Leo's, then
Damn it!
Beck's.
I shouldn't have gotten that 20.
So okay, are we splitting up into different calls then?
Yeah.
So
I guess so.
if Nubby and Zoom can stay in this one, Leo, Chocobo, and Jack, if you can go to group group 1, and then Argy and Beck, if you go to group 2, please.
Will do.
Yes.
Do you need me to voice the little? Do you need me to voice the coconut, or is Nubby gonna do it?
I don't know if it'll be entirely necessary, to be honest. It'll very much
Me
depend.
having fun at Starbucks again.
All right. Then to the wait. Which group did you say I gotta go to? Group 3.
Go to group 1 with Chocobo, please.
Group 1. Gotcha.
Hmm.
Going now.
Alright. So you're going down the nature path.
Sure. I guess we're going down the nature path.
Let's go.
You really should have set these things up before stream.
No, the thing is, I can't do it that way because otherwise, too many tabs will crash the thing. That's why whenever I finish a thing, it's complicated as shit, to be honest. Okay, you guys are very big on this map. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'm shrinking you down. Don't get too excited. Don't know why, but every time I keep giving Zoom's character an outline, something just disappears. Okay. So as you make your journey down the nature pathway, you find that there's a chasm behind you. It seems to have a skeleton of some giant from some ancient time, and the sword you're standing on is made of a metal you're not quite familiar with.
Oh yeah, the pathway of nature, huh?
Okay, real quick, do they see? Okay, good. Just didn't want anyone to get.
Okay, what do we got here?
What would you guys like to do?
Can I jump on the sword to see how sturdy it is?
Roll me a dexterity check to see if you
Damn, I have to go fucking grab my character stats. Hang on.
You didn't have them already on?
No.
Bruh.
I literally just got out of the shower like 20 minutes ago, AJ. Leave me the fuck alone.
I'm grabbing Coke while I wait for you.
I got a 15.
Okay. You managed to land on top of it without shaking it so far, but you do notice that the sword doesn't exactly seem like it's sturdy or locked in place. It's very much like wobbly. You're just able to maintain your balance.
All right, so I looked down at Pengu. You know, if you want to cross, I feel like you could cross.
Can I cross it? I can cross it. I would like to cross the sword.
Oh.
Oh Lord. I would like to cross yeah.
Sorry, I was just grabbing myself a Coke.
Okay.
Roll me 3 dexterity checks.
3 dexterity, yeah. That's the 20.
Yeah, you just have to roll me with your dexterity modifier on your character sheet.
Cool. Alright, let me pull that up. I totally have it. Okay, so I got. Do I text it to you or do I say it out loud?
You can just say it out loud.
Okay, I got 14, and with the dexterity bonus is +3, so 17.
Okay. You make it part of the way with the sword only wobbling slight bits here and there.
Okay.
Second one, please.
Okay. 7 with the bonus.
Oh.
Oh God! Help me!
So as you get towards the middle, your weight seems to shift this little part of the sword down here off the rock as it's now flipped sideways. Nubby, you are now on the grass. Because the sword is now vertical.
Damn, I'm falling. Okay.
The only thing keeping you from falling is the fact that this sword, like its handle here, is in the crevice of the rocks.
And
you're hanging on for dear life.
Can I try on my end to grab where the sword flipped and pull it back down?
Roll me a strength check with disadvantage due to its size.
That's a nat 20, dude. It's a nat 20!
It's disadvantage, though, so you have to take the lower roll.
Okay. Wait, how many times have I rolled that?
Just twice.
Okay.
And you take the lower of the two.
And then 18.
Okay, that's fair. So, as you managed to struggled to pull the sword down, you managed to get it finally flattened out, but you are having to hold it down, so you're stuck in this place until Zoom gets across.
Hurry your little ass up! I can't hold this fucking thing forever!
I'm going to need you to make me one more dexterity check. Zoom?
Zoom is dead.
Yo, bro.
Oh my God, I was muted. Oh my God, so sorry, chat. I am at this moment looking for my dice.
No worries.
My dice just disappeared, you know. Help me.
Nubby just waiting for Zoom to get his dice, holding onto the sword for dear life.
Anybody.
I'm just picturing the Captain America holding onto the helicopter scene.
You know what's really funny? If Corbin didn't like Pengu, he could just let go and let Pengu fucking fall.
No,
Pengu dies.
Please. I genuinely lost my dice. Can you guys roll for me?
Sure. Okay, I got you.
And
Thank
his
you,
dexterity. But it's his modifier, that's the only thing.
That's a 15 for you.
Okay, +3, that's 18. Thank you, bro.
Pengu manages to dart across to the other side perfectly fine. As he gets off, his heart slightly racing, I imagine.
I'm so sorry.
Corbin lets go of the fucking sword. God. Ah. Can we
So,
talk
yeah.
about the amount of strength Corbin would fucking need to do that shit? Let's be real here.
Like, that was an adrenaline rush, if anything.
If I had a nickel for every time Corbin saved the life of a teammate, I'd have a bunch of nickels.
You're
He does it a
the
lot.
best player who hates his team.
I have never heard a better way to describe Corbin. You're the best team player that hates his team.
So as you get to the other side, Zoom, you notice that on the edge of the sword there seems to be an engraving with the name Ragnar written on the side.
Can I? Is there a way that I can somehow make the sword more stable so Navi can cast somehow?
You don't have spells, do you?
I don't think so. No, I don't have nothing.
What items do you have?
I could probably just send the little guys over there instead.
That is true.
Since Corbin himself probably is too heavy with his armor plus him.
That is also a good point. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I just look at my little guys and go, hey, you help them out, okay?
They both just start traveling across the sword with no difficulty due to their light weight.
Okay.
You now have my companions. If they die under your watch, I will kill you.
And then suddenly
Go
an
ahead,
eagle swooped down.
Hey, what? Sorry? An eagle.
And suddenly they both die. Everybody's dead. No, I'm kidding.
Is there more of the map that I can see? Because right now I only see like the whole sword. Like I don't know exactly where to go from here.
You can see down here where there's like a tree that's fallen over and it's trapped in the like leg. But other than that, your vision is pretty much obscured to whatever you see in this area.
Okay.
So Nubby, what do you want to do?
Can I go past the sword? Like climb over it?
What do you mean by that? Like
there's the sword, and can I go over it?
Yeah, you can.
I have to take the pussy way because I'm too heavy to go across the normal way.
I'll wait for you, bro.
You go around to find that whoever this giant was, his skull's pretty much been cracked in half and used as a makeshift pathway.
Sorry, dude.
You're able to climb around the whole thing, seeing nothing but a bunch of overgrown vines, moss, and other plants.
Very nature-like.
I'll give it credit. It's very nature-like.
I'll just put you down here and you can go underneath the sword. You had to take the long way around, so I just imagine Zoom just sat there.
Could you use your strength and maybe move the tree?
Are you serious? I just saved your ass, and now you're telling me to move a tree?
Okay, but it's either that or we go all the way back. Which one you want to do?
Corbin and Can I roll with advantage since Corbin's aggravated already? So he already has he's already pissed off.
Okay, yeah, because of the adrenaline boost, you roll with advantage.
Can I step back two steps?
You probably should step back because Corbin's about to throw this fucking tree.
You're hiding behind the giant skeletal fingers.
Thank you.
The first one is a 15, and then the second one's a 19.
You managed to not only lift the tree, you hurl it over into this little crevice here, just launching it down as you see it snap into a bunch of wooden pieces at the bottom.
Jesus Christ! I better not have to move more shit. I swear.
Do you wish to progress forward now?
I will help you next one, Bo.
Oh yeah, sure you will.
I will support you. I will.
As you manage to get down here, I can't really illustrate it, but essentially this is the way to get to the next map.
Okay.
Can I pick up Pengu and put him on my shoulders? Like, here, you'll be safer up here.
You now look like a
a
traveling merchant, just grabbing a bunch of endangered species.
Thank you, bro. I was getting a little bit tired, you know.
Okay.
If you keep saying stuff like that, I will punch you.
Sorry. Okay, I will not say a word.
Do not take my kindness for granted.
After following the path for a fair bit, You manage to stumble on what you can only describe as some sort of archaeology site. Do you
Are they?
Okay.
still want to
Are-
carry, or do you want to drop them now?
No, could I jump off? Safely.
Okay.
No, you jump off and face plant. Because Corbin is like 6'2", and you really shouldn't try and jump off someone that's 6'2". You go to jump off and your foot catches on his horn and then you face plant into the ground.
Oh no. I'm very agile, my friend.
I'm also surprisingly agile.
You really are.
Hmm.
For as big as I am, I'm very agile.
True. Fucking true.
Could I go over to the table up there and see what's in there?
Please don't steal things. Let's not. Okay.
I'm just looking for gold here. Just see
So
like,
as you look up,
anybody
you don't
left.
That's
see gold.
stealing!
You do see a pile of crystals that you don't quite recognize what they are. They don't seem to be of any natural
Yep.
organic compound you're aware of. You also notice
Can I
that there's
poke
some
them?
sort of touchy.
Can
Hang
I
on.
poke them?
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Okay. What'd you say, Zoom?
Can I poke the crystals?
I can't eat rice, but
Like touch them?
Sure. As you poke some of the crystals, you feel an energy surge. As you feel some sort of fiery burn on your fingertip.
Okay. Okay, that's it. I would like to go to the. What's that up top? What's that up top?
This.
Is that nothing?
That's a 10.
Oh, can I look inside it?
You don't see anyone within the tent, but what you do... Actually, roll me perception to see what you see.
Perception. Okay, I'm not gonna lose my dice this time.
Okay.
14.
Okay. You don't see anything really of note. It just seems to be basic sleeping quarters.
Okay.
Though it does seem as though the fire is still on, so clearly someone is still around this area.
Can I take a bite out of the chicken leg that's by the campfire?
You want to take a bite of the chicken?
I would like to take a bite of the chicken.
All right. I'm actually going to need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. Okay.
And it's
my.
saving throw.
My. Okay. So 13 minus 1, that's 12. And what's the other one?
Oh
Please.
oh no.
Oh, am I dead? Oh God.
You're not dead, but you are going to be taking some damage.
That's okay. We
The
can.
moment it touches your tongue, it feels like the taste buds on you are burning alive. There's some sort of poisonous substance on the chicken, and that is 6 points of damage.
Oh. Damn.
You're coughing and sputtering as you basically have to spit out all of the meat you just took a bite out of. I can't wait till Nebby gets back to find out you bit into poison food.
Am I good to walk? Am I?
You're alive and you didn't digest it. It just touched your tongue and it almost felt like acid in a way.
Okay.
Certainly not ideal for your taste buds, but you're alive.
Yeah, that is really bad.
Also,
can I check the other 10?
Other point, you're a bird. You took a bite out of a bird.
Don't worry about that.
I'm gonna fucking worry about that real quick.
I'm just greedy, you know. I'm just greedy. That's all I have to say. Can I check the other 10 while Nubby's still AFK?
Yeah, just roll me perception.
Right, cool. A 10. Oh. I am not.
Yeah, you don't find shit.
Yeah, GG's. Okay.
You look at the tent. You notice that you struggle to open up the zipper to the tent, unable to really get inside of the tent.
Silly question, but does Nubby have shoes?
What?
Yeah. Does he have shoes? Can I untie? Can I untie the shoes?
I don't know.
I want to do something because he didn't like they want to be with me, you know. So I want to do something. Oh, oh,
Sorry, just dying over here.
that's all right. Well, I might as well. Can I go to the other table and
Like
read
the
the
one
notes
furthest
and
right.
stuff? Yeah, with the
Okay.
spine.
Okay. Roll me investigation.
Damn, I shouldn't be doing any of this.
No, given how your rolls have been so far.
Oh my god, 12.
Okay. As you look at the table, you notice there's a bunch of bones.
Cool. Bones.
There's also a book, but you don't really care to read
Yeah, I
it.
can't read it. Okay, so I can pass on the information. Okay, cool. Is there more of the map that I can see? Because I feel like I've explored all
Yeah,
that there is.
there's some sites up here that you
Yeah,
can
can I
look
take
at.
a look? Can I look at the enclosure on the right?
Okay, roll me investigation.
Yep. Oh my god, I gotta be the dumbest bird. Hey, I'm a 9. A 9.
You look to see some sort of crust or some sort of shell
Oh,
that you can't quite make out.
very cool. Very interesting. Yep. I would like to take a look at the left one.
Roll me an
I will.
investigation check. How are you
11.
failing so many of these? Mother in Christ!
Yeah, Nubby's gonna come back. He's gonna ask what happened, and I'm gonna say I lost HP and I found nothing else. I found a bunch of bones and copper. Save. Oh my god. Okay, so
You look at it to
11.
see that this one's just a pile of bones.
Yep. Yep.
You
Okay.
are not having a good time with this one, huh?
It's okay because next roll is gonna be nice. Is there anything else I can investigate? Ooh, can I look at the big enclosure down there with the big head? I feel like that's a big one, and I feel like my luck's gonna change.
I'm gonna just not put you all the way down there. I'm just gonna bring you over here. Okay, cool.
That's all right. Yeah, that's all right.
Roll me one more investigation check.
No problem. Come on.
Gambling addicts
I'm
at this moment.
going. See, yeah, I don't gamble at all. 11 again. It's bones, isn't it? It's. I'm
Bones.
looking at bones.
Fucking bones.
It's. You know what? I already know that there's bones on that one. I don't need to roll it. Ah,
No, it's
can
not
I?
even that it's bones. The investigation rolls are just not giving you anything else to work with.
Can I? Okay, at this point, can I forage the bushes for some berries? Is there berries in the bushes?
Roll me nature.
Roll you nature. Come on, Nubby, come back, bro. We need your intelligence. Oh my god! 11! What do I find? Leaves?
Christ! Roll higher than a 12, my friend.
I found leaves, right? And
Uh,
sticks.
You scurry around it and you just find a bunch of poison ivy.
Cool. Yeah, I don't
You
want to
don't
touch
touch
them.
it, but you just find it.
Yeah. I would like to just sit here and contemplate my life.
Okay. I'm going to let you explain to Nubby what happened while I go move to the next group real quick, okay?
Oh, yeah. Smart, that's smart, yeah.
All right. See you in a sec.
In a second.
What the fuck happened while I was gone?
Fucking timing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bro, she was just gonna go leave and make some mac and cheese, and then you show up.
I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, the dude has the timing of a freaking god.
Yeah.
I can't help
Oh
that
my
shit.
god.
You know what?
Bro.
I can just put myself on my phone and probably get things done that way. I just need to toss it in the oven, just wait for it.
Can I just say, I was over with the other two. They're like Nubby's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. Meanwhile, Zoom is struggling to get anything above a 12.
Oh,
Oh, this ought to be
brother
good.
is having. Brother is not having. having a good time right now.
Okay, I think I might need to find my I think I might need to find
Oh, so let me go ahead and just get my dice out real quick.
Yeah, I'd
Hold
recommend.
on. Oh, here
I'm
it
just
is.
Yep.
Here it is.
I'm just grabbing something real quick. I'm just setting
Wait, I
everything
don't
Yeah,
up.
use my dragon.
Yeah, take it.
Part of me is tempted to use actual dice, but
Don't use actual dice.
using
Your
roll
dice
20
can
is
hate
easier.
you. Your dice can hate you.
That is true.
Yep.
That is true.
Look at me. Look at me. My dice hate me. I had to buy a whole new set and they just hate me still.
Aw.
I still have
Okay.
my dice.
Okay.
Where did I put those? Curious now. I mean, I have roll 20, so I don't really care that
So,
much.
as you follow the divine path, you find yourself arriving within a field of cherry blossom trees.
Pretty.
Ugh, maybe
Nice.
I shouldn't have gone down this path.
Kokomo's character allergic to cherry blossoms.
Allergic to cherry blossoms there? Or
I think they're just allergic to beauty.
sounds bad.
Shut up. I'm gorgeous.
you're a plushie.
Bitch, I'm adorable.
That is true. Okay, so what would you guys like to do?
We keep talking.
Do you want to keep walking up
Start
straight?
wiping my
Wait,
nose
Can I-
out.
can I look around for anything of value? My passive
I'm
passive
gonna say
perception.
there's nothing of note. There's like cherries on the cherry blossom trees, but that's about it.
All right, then we keep walking.
Fair enough.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Because
Oh,
horrible
fuck.
things that he does.
You find that there's a bridge up ahead, but as you step close, I wish this thing would stop spazzing out on me. My computer screen's a little bit shot. And you walk to see some woman, tall and majestic, standing above a rock near the bridge up ahead. She doesn't move, she doesn't speak, she just stares.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Uh,
Oh no. Hide me. Hide me.
Okay, hold up. Hold up. It may be friendly.
It is sure as hell not friendly.
Well, hold on.
I just wave at the tall woman. Hello.
She
I
doesn't.
hide in the back of,
respond.
I hide in the back of like everyone. I'm like, nope, 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 nope.
Permissions across the board.
She stays silent.
I imagine.
Okay, so she's not saying anything. She's not reacting. I guess as long as we leave her alone, she won't bother us.
Does anyone want to try something?
Can I cross the bridge?
The moment you try to cross the bridge, she slams her sword down onto the rock as a giant bright light appears within the water. It seems to make a sort of energy field. You can pass through it, but you see something sort of floating off of your hand. Some dark energy.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Maybe this was a
think it's some
mistake.
sort of-
Maybe I should have went the other way.
Hold on. Hold on. Okay.
I
You wish
just
to try
look
and go
at
further, Leo?
I just look at her. You mind telling me? You mind explaining what the hell this is?
She says nothing.
Can I roll for investigation here?
I'm gonna say you can. It won't provide much help in this case.
Okay, so what can I roll to draw a conclusion or
I'm afraid with this part, only certain people were. Actually, I'm gonna say you can roll Arcana. That's probably the best thing you can roll.
Arcana?
Can I roll? Can I roll?
Does everyone roll Arcana?
I'll try.
Shit, alright, why not?
Yeah, just let me do something real quick.
Alright, I gotta pull up. I
Where
forgot
the
to pull up
heck
my
is the
character.
freaking lid?
Um,
Don't
I forgot to
talk
pull up
like
my
that.
I forgot to pull up my character stats, so give me a second.
No worries.
Yeah, me too. I am not prepared.
let me just
Oh, there it is.
Thankfully I'm at the top, so I'm good. Okay, so I got oof. Okay, so I rolled a 17, but I have a -1 to Arcana, so I got a 16.
Okay.
Better than nothing.
So as you pull your hand back, you notice that there seems to be some sort of energy cleansing your hand of something. You're not quite sure what, though. It just seems to be cleansing you of something.
I just look at my hand. I don't feel weaker, but I don't feel stronger.
okay. So
Interesting.
I just sent you my roll.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Number 20.
Okay. Wait, what did you? So you rolled a dirty 20?
No,
Apparently.
he said he sent you his roll. Jack, what you could do is you could just say what your rolls are. We usually just message AJ our initiatives for combat. So you could just
9 over 20. Apparently.
so 19.
Wait, 9
Hold
over
on
20.
a second. I got this.
Wait,
I
9 over
got
20.
this,
Okay.
lads.
Yeah, this
Do you
is
mean just a
weird.
9?
Just a 9.
Yeah, it's just 9.
Just
If
let
it does
me
add a
pull
20, I think
out.
that's the dice type.
Just
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
20.
Yeah,
That's 23. That's
okay.
23. I know it
I'll get-
automatically. That's why I'm scared.
I'll get to you in just a moment, Chocobo. So Jack,
Yeah.
you don't sense anything of note. You're not very in tune with magic or nature like that, so you can't really sense much of anything. Chocobo, on the other hand, you don't need to sense what's going on with Lily because you know who this is. This is another one of your many uncles and aunts.
I was gonna say, is this Sinclair's mom?
No, this is the goddess of justice, Pariah.
Gross, 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 gross.
She
Why
tends
would
to-
you think that? Why would you put that in my mind?
Jesus.
Oh, no, I don't know anything about your character.
Okay. Hold on.
No, so this is the goddess of justice, Pariah. Only Chocobo knows this, I'll say, though.
Okay.
She's the goddess of justice, Pariah. She is typically known for keeping to herself within her own little sanctuary. No one's ever known where it is until now. And she's known to purify the darkness out of you, though it is said to be one of the most excruciating pains ever.
I immediately look back at my hand.
Ooh.
Should I be in danger?
I don't think you're in danger, but Sinclair, on the other hand.
They see me slowly inching back. You know what? I understand. This is your space, and I am going to respect that. Now, as you excuse me, I have somewhere
She slams her
else to
sword
be.
down once more as a giant energy wall behind you begins to emerge.
You do want me here.
I just immediately look at Sinclair. Stop antagonizing her.
She's not
Okay,
antagonizing her.
hold up.
Oh.
Hold up. I think she wants us to clean ourselves of any evil whatchamacallit.
What? We just cross the bridge to purify ourselves?
Pretty much. I crossed the bridge.
I look at Kairos with like the biggest eyes ever.
You want
All
me to
right, then.
carry?
All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna go with the mindset of as long as I don't antagonize her, she won't hurt me. So you know what? Screw it. I crossed the bridge. I'm just gonna go ahead.
But the moment that you step onto the middle of the bridge, an energy will. I can't do the thing here. We'll just say like here and here. Two energy walls begin to encircle the bridge as you're stood
Or-
there. The goddess begins to look at you. Leon the Fifth.
Hello.
So like,
Wait, fifth.
Or no, not fifth. What did we say it was again?
I don't know. We just said Leon, and we never actually said like where in the
Leon
timeline
of
my guy
Leon
is.
Wolfsbane, we'll say. That's what she says.
Okay. All right. Hello?
Justice level 20. But then she begins to drop a coin onto the left side of her sword. Abuses his allies for measures out of their control. -2 to justice level. As you feel yourself get a singeing pain to your heart.
Okay. Justice is supposed to be blind? It was a lie. That hurt.
No, you can clearly see that she's blind.
Regularly throws party members
Oh,
into
come on, he
oncoming
deserved it.
danger.
He deserved it.
-4 justice level. And this time you feel a pain in your heart and in your stomach. The pain is immeasurably unbearable.
Insert gold scream here.
She then
You think
begins to raise her sword. She raises her sword and slams it down. As the two barriers begin to unfurl. I don't know. Why are you being stop?
Okay.
She says to you, you are permitted to cross, but you are not worthy of a vessel.
Vessel? What the heck? You know what? I don't even care anymore. I just pass over the bridge and I'm just checking on my little hawk. Is the hawk okay?
The hawk's not being judged, it's just you.
Oh, thank God. As long as the animal's okay, I don't care what happens to me.
She then looks back to Chocobo and Jack, saying nothing.
Say nothing.
You know, maybe you should go first, Kairos.
You know what? Fair enough.
I mean, I'm in excruciating pain and I want to die,
go ahead
but
and
I'm
face her?
alive. Sorry.
Go ahead and face her.
Leo, you should
She slams her sword down as
how
the barriers begin to engulf the bridge again once more. Only this time she seems to have a sort of smile on her face. A gentle and calm smile. Justice level 20. And then she says nothing before slamming her sword down once more, allowing you to cross.
You know, I should be mad, but I'm not. I just lean on Jack. Yeah, I'm gonna use you as a support system right now because I'm hurting.
She then looks at Chocobo.
I let her.
Chocobo.
Oh,
who?
It's your turn. Jack went through without a scratch.
Must be nice.
Not gonna be pretty.
I slowly make my way
Terrace
over.
looks back and is about
Clearly, I am visibly shaking.
The shields begin to raise against the bridge as you're trapped there.
Going faster.
You can't. The shields are already raised. Count Leonidas Sinclair. Justice level 20. She then begins to drop an entire metal bowl on the left side of her sword. Regularly tries to con people into selling their soul. -10 justice. As you feel something that feels like you're being struck by 6 thunderbolts at once, burst through your body in writhing agony. Leo and Jack, you're just seeing Chocobo essentially get smited.
I'm basically watching her get electrocuted.
Actually, no. Can I say something funnier?
What?
Go ahead.
As the ball lands on the scale, just see Chocobo just squished flat.
That's not exactly how it works.
I mean, yeah, I get that.
She's being punished. Yeah, I don't
have unfortunate news for you though, Chocobo.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Though the things you tried to do ended up going well for most people, your intentions were of malcontent and to harm others. -7 justice. As you once again get struck, slightly less painfully, but get zapped with another painful surge throughout your body.
You should know my background! Why do you have to be such a pain?
She then slams her sword down as the shields fall down, Chocobo just lying there after being tormented.
I go over there and pick her.
And I immediately fall to the ground now that my support system is gone.
Oh, poor you.
I go over there and
She,
grab Leon by the arm.
Kairos just grabbing and taking care of everyone.
Medic!
The goddess of justice begins to step down from her perch as she looks at you.
Oh god.
Count Sinclair, justice level 3. Leon, Wolfsbane, justice level 14. Kairos Flamebearer, justice level 20. She then looks at you all. You all managed to survive. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
She then begins to shrink down slightly to your level.
You know,
My
I
name
would
is
say
Pariah.
I would say something here, but I'm just gonna be quiet.
My name is Pariah, the goddess of justice. Only people above a 0 level of justice are allowed to enter this place. Of course, each level of justice requires certain punishment.
Gotcha. I immediately look over at Kairos. Good thing Beck wasn't here. He wouldn't have survived.
She then reveals
Ghost isn't here.
Kane's justice level 16.
You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna antagonize a god. The last time I did, it didn't end well. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm learning from my mistakes. I don't say anything.
That is probably for the best.
Yeah.
She then begins to start walking. Follow me.
Follow her.
Apparently, we're gonna follow a god.
Placing.
She guides you all to this little area over here as she begins to shrink even more till she's actually at your height, standing atop her seat. Kairos Flamebearer, come to me.
I gently lower everybody else.
Yep,
Then
you do you, King. You do you.
She looks at you. You have been through much tragedy. Yet you still stand here willing to fight for what is good.
Yes.
She then begins to pour out a tea. A pink and purplish tea. This is why I believe you are worthy of being. And then she places the two teacups down. You are worthy of being my champion. Are you there, Jack? No.
I think he's just processing what you're saying.
Well, I'm honored, but I'll be honest. I've done nothing. I haven't really done much of anything to deserve this, ma'am.
She begins to hold her hand up. The absence of anything means the absence of evil. Just because you haven't had the chance to do anything divine yet does not mean it is too late. She begins to offer up one of the teacups. If you wish, I can grant you my blessing as my champion. It will help you on your journey.
Heroes gently lowers his body down into a sitting position and gingerly just picks up the teacup.
She nods as you do.
After a moment of hesitation, he takes a sip.
She takes a sip as well, as you begin to glow with a pink aura around your flames.
Oh god, he's turning into the Pink Power Ranger.
She nods her head as she looks at you. I knew you were of pure heart. As she snaps her fingers. So, Kairos, this basically gives you a ability. The Enchanted Sakura Tea allows you once per every session to change one of your rolls, whatever roll you like at any point in time, but it has to be only once per session. Allows you to turn that roll into essentially a nat 20.
Oh,
Cool.
I see.
If you want to note that down on your character sheet somewhere.
You just send me a quick DM.
Sure.
Thank you.
I could write it out to him if you need me to.
If you could, please.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll copy and paste that down somewhere.
Thank you. She then begins to look at the rest of you. As she snaps her fingers, the pain finally subsiding within you.
Yeah, I sent it to him.
Gotcha. You
I
begin to find that your pain is starting to heal.
Okay. I'm feeling a little better. Doesn't feel like my heart is on fire. Okay.
Your heart, my whole body's on fire.
She walks down to meet you. I assume you're here to try and take down Murcielago.
You assume correct.
Yes, we are.
She begins to explain. If you wish to take down Murcielago, you must save the Yggdrasil.
Who?
Interesting.
She points in the distance to a large tree that seems to be decaying and withering. For many years...
Good boy points?
Hmm?
Will this give me good boy points?
She nods.
Thanks.
She looks at all of you, and she begins to continue. Or, she continues, sorry. My fucking brain.
It's all good.
Murcielago, unlike the other divine titans, was made out of the wood of the Yggdrasil rather than metal and sheets like others. Due to the fact that at the time it was owned by Thorn Darkblood, steel was one of their many weaknesses. They couldn't exactly afford to live in a giant machine of it, so they had it made from an enchanted wood. Unfortunately, Murcielago derives its power from the Yggdrasil, and it seems that whatever happened to Yggdrasil started happening, it started poisoning Murcielago too, making him go feral.
I see.
Do you have any advice on how to take it down?
There are 3 guardians to the Yggdrasil. Jormungandr, Eikthrnir, and the Stormbird. Eikthrnir lives not too far from here. But the problem is, Eikthrnir is not able to be reached now. Not by me, anyway. Some aura, some presence is preventing me from intervening and helping. I have to find a champion to do my bidding. She then looks at Kairos.
Congratulations, you're the champion of good now.
Oh no.
She also begins to elaborate. Look at the cherry blossoms around here. What do you notice about them?
Pink.
Pink.
She looks at you, not judgingly, but just blankly at you. Her expressions are very hard to read with no eyes.
I want to say the trees are dying, aren't they?
These trees once bloomed to the height of about 300 feet. Now look at them.
Not as
so
big.
They're withering.
Everything in this forest is withering. And unfortunately, I am not able to stop it. That is why I need your help.
Gotcha.
Not too far from here. I can't get the thing up. Why is it being a dick? Oh, there we go. Sorry. My thing's been spazzing out and I don't know why. She points to the river. If you follow the river down, it will take you to the next area. It will help you go... Fuck me. It'll help you get to where you need to go. Unfortunately, I cannot leave this area. I am confined. But you may be able to save Eikthrnir from whatever ails it.
Understood. We'll get the job done.
She then nods once more. Additionally, there might be something you might want to collect in order to save Eikthrnir.
And that would be what exactly?
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get the thing up.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Leo, this is your field of expertise.
She then looks. She points out in the distance where you can't quite see it over some of the trees, but you can see the horns of the building. Over there's a temple. It claims the legendary sword, Kusanagi no Tsurugi, or the Nature Slayer. It is what you'll need to defend him, or protect him from whatever is attacking.
We're on a journey. I know what we must do.
She nods, but you best be quick. For some reason, something's expediting this mad rampage of Murcielago.
Probably that vampire creature thing, whatever. From
She then looks. She looks at you. Thorn Darkblood is many things, but a traitor she is not.
I just look at her, I nod, and I say, wasn't referring to Thorn. I was referring to that creature that attacked that village.
She nods.
That Felcialago?
Are you referring to the thing that had you all trapped, Leo?
No, I'm referring to the vampire that was attacking the town when I threw my shield.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
That guy. Yeah, that guy.
She doesn't. She shrugs. I'm afraid I cannot answer these questions. You must be quick.
All right.
In that case,
Is there?
can
I don't know why. I don't know why, but that red rock that's in the middle.
Athletic?
What do you want to do?
I just want to roll for athletics.
For what? Wait, what are you trying to do?
My thought process: pick up Leon, pick up Chocobo, and just start sprinting.
So you're trying to
Honestly,
go down.
you don't need athletics to pick me up, man. I'm
I'm not going to make you roll
Oh.
athletics.
So now you want to be a horse, now you don't. I see how it is.
Okay,
No,
so
no, not even a horse. I'm just holding you
are you going to go down the thing?
underneath my arm.
You're just going to go the sway, correct?
I have an idea. Can I use the power of the ice rings to freeze the path underneath him?
Sure.
Sweet. So basically, I'm doing that One Piece thing. Remember that guy that was riding a bike on the
Aokiji?
ocean? Yeah, that's the one. I'm basically doing that so he can run on the ice.
Fair enough.
I then start to remember how Bambi was when he was on ice.
Please.
So yeah, you managed to go down here. I'm going to move over to the next group for a bit, and then I'll reconvene with you in a sec.
Sounds good. Chocobo, go get your food.
Noise suppressant can be a beautiful
Well, that
thing.
was an experience.
Oh, so you already got your food? Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh yeah, by the way, that was her being easy on us.
It's just unfortunate that you had Beck roll for you. He got a shit roll compared to the other two. To be fair, no, 19 is not even bad.
Wait, hold on. How I got a dirty 20? How? Oh wait, no, hold on. Because
So you got 19. You never told me dirty 20.
Yeah, I did.
No, you said 19. I've got the message, Beck.
I didn't message you. I said it. I said out loud, dirty 20.
No, you said 19 at the time.
No.
Doesn't fucking matter. We're here now.
Okay, we're going to move on.
Literally said Beck got a dirty 20.
I don't care. Okay, just give me a second to get things up.
Don't care. Dead nest plus your mid.
I don't know how much I'm going through with each group. I'm kind of just trying to do an equal amount of time with each one so far.
Kind of an eyeball for each one.
Kinda, yeah. And I need to get your guys' images.
Don't mind me. I'm just also playing sword right now and trying to evolve my fucking cub foo.
Oh, are you doing the tower thing?
Mm-hmm. And I'm doing Tower of Waters since I need a water type.
Fair enough.
Oh, I did the same thing.
Okay.
That and the rapid Urshifu is fucking goated.
Okay, I'm going to screen share with you guys now.
Yay! We can actually play the game.
Okay. As you guys follow this pathway down, you see a sign that leads to something called the Forest of Death.
Well, that's totally not ominous.
Enough.
On the sign it says, "Beware the storm bird."
That's,
God
now that
damn it.
is ominous. Can I roll for perception?
Sure.
Let me just get dice.
Gotta check what's going on in the comments.
Sounds about right. I am not even going to try to roll perception.
Is your perception not good or something?
21.
Okay.
No, it is not good at all.
As you look towards this forest here, you don't quite see anything, but you hear a laugh, one you remember all too well.
Oh, fuck all.
I trust this now!
And as you look ahead, you see someone beginning to walk down. Oh, fucking, this screen is spazzing on me and I hate it.
Sounds about right. Don't you hate?
Sorry if you just see me
Don't you hate it
randomly
when it does
tilting
that?
up and down. My computer's just very off today.
Sounds about right.
He looks. You see from within the trees, someone is beginning to emerge. Why is the thing not working?
Why is the thing not working?
But you do notice one thing about him. His entire skin tone is gray and darkened. He looks at you. Well, well, well. My biggest experiment yet. Seems to be going pretty well for you, wouldn't you say?
I like to throw a frostball at him.
I'll let you try.
Do I roll to attack?
Yeah, go for it.
I have a feeling he's not actually there, but go ahead. Let's give it a try.
19?
Fair enough. As you do, however, you see something else from your past beginning to dart towards you, protecting its master in a way.
Motherfucker.
You see the Snyder from before. It's hissing and baring its fangs at you as it protects its master.
I growl back.
It doesn't. Roll me intimidation, and I'm going to roll for its intimidation.
I'll be fair here. It should be a countering charisma check, but oh well.
I got a 19.
19 plus 4. 23.
The Snyder isn't quite intimidated away, but it definitely backs up a little bit.
Fuck off.
It's still there to
sneaky bitch.
at the end of the day. He looks at you. I'm afraid I can't quite let you interrupt my master's plans, you see.
No.
He begins to swirl his little potion around. I've got something big cooking up. And then he looks at Kane specifically. Something that far exceeds what I had planned for that little daughter of yours.
Can I rush at him?
You can, but you are leaving yourself open to an opportunity attack. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That's going to be 1d8 damage you take there.
1d8?
Yep. Where's my d8? Do I have a d8? I swear I do. There we go. That's 5 damage as it basically pierces down onto your side. pinning you to the ground.
I like to start like
But
grabbing like
I
a
will also
banana.
point out, though, Beck, the moment you enter the forest, all color begins to leave your face and body as you're pinned to the ground by the Snyder. He looks at you with a
I'm just looking at this
sinister
like, I'm really mad at me much.
laugh. He smirks. Now then, I hope you don't think of trying to interrupt my plans, but just in case you do. Where's the thing? There it is. A second one begins to dart out of this nest over here, heading straight for Argy. Only whenever it exits the
Really?
forest, it regains its color. So, but the scientist looks at you. Toodaloo for now, chumps.
I trust the stars! Get back here, you cowards!
Huh. It sounds
All right.
fun.
Roll me initiative, please. Just the two of you.
Ouch.
And where's my thing?
Okay, you admit that my acting
Rolling
there was...
initiative, you said.
Your acting's pretty damn good. The problem is your mic keeps peaking.
Yeah, 17.
17 for initiative. What did you get, Argy?
14 plus 2 for 16.
Okay, cool. So it's going to be Beck, the Snyder he's attacked by, you, the Snyder you're attacked by. Cool.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
So, Beck, you want to go first?
Yeah, can I, stop the wave?
What is Thunderwave again?
It's basically like a... Oh,
Perfect.
it's a wave of thunderous force. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating must, for me, has to make a you have to make a Constitution save.
Okay,
Oh, that's
Constitution.
fun.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, this thing actually has good Constitution. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, but my rolls certainly aren't helping. So that
What'd
was
you
a
get?
6.
Ha! That fails. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away.
I should point out its fangs are still buried in your side, though, so it's going to be dragging you with it. As it comes, it's basically just trying to get away from you, but it can't let go of you.
What if I went
6.
10 feet up?
6, what did you say?
6 damage and it's pushed 10 feet away from me. Well, it's...
And what if it went 10 feet up?
It doesn't work that way, I don't think.
Oh, it just says away. Doesn't specify direction.
Well, it's technically still going away. It's just, unfortunately, because it's always attached to him, it's just dragging him along with the mouth. The main body is still running away.
Fair enough.
All right. So now it's the Snyder's turn. That is a... Oh, that's a nat 20. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck me!
So that's going to be the... That's going to be the fucking slither attack as well.
Uh-oh.
So, Argy, you're also getting hit by this, because if you remember, this one only has to hit the first person.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's fair. I remember that. That's gonna suck.
And you're both taking
What?
2d8 damage now.
Ouch.
So, Beck,
Wait,
you're
how many damage
taking...
did I take from the first hit?
That's 6. And that's 2. So that's 8 damage on you, Beck.
Okay,
Ouch.
so...
Arg, that is
How
2.
many-
And 8. So that's 10.
AJ, how much damage have I taken in total?
I'm just going to say you're starting with full health, so just do whatever your max HP is.
I know, so I've taken 8 so far, but I got hit with from the...
Wait,
Oh,
how
and,
much
oh,
damage
and
did
you
I
took
take?
5 from the other attack.
How much damage did I take? 10?
Yeah, so Beck, you've technically lost 13 HP from your total, and Argy, you've lost 10.
Okay.
3!
So now it's Argy's turn.
Yes, it is. And as usual, bonus action rage.
Gotcha. I figured as much.
But this
Alright.
one's a bit different because this is again because this is again a totem warrior, which I know you had the PHB for.
Fuck's sake.
It's just standard bear, except the totem warrior bear is different from Path the Wildheart bear.
Fuck my life.
Into pieces. This is your last resort.
Wait, what? The fuck are you
Sorry, it's
talking
a song.
Oh, Path of the Totem Warrior. I found it.
Yeah, Path the Totem Warrior, specifically the bear
preference.
attribute.
Yeah,
for
the
the first
spirit of
one.
damage. Yeah, I see it. I
So
fucking see
resistance
it.
to all but psychic damage.
God, my life.
And you wonder why I didn't want to give you a power up.
Yes. And I'm
You're
also
broken.
doubled down on force resistance, sadly. So that is a +6 to hit. I'm just gonna attack
Which one?
Snyder on top of back, I should say.
So you're going into the forest?
Huh?
You're going into the forest to attack this one?
Yes.
Alright, as you do, you lose all color in yourself.
I feel like
Fine
there's
by
a.
me.
I feel like there's a condition in this forest that I'm not happy about.
It's fine by me. And I'm gonna attack with my longsword.
Alright, roll to hit.
I hit
What'd you get?
18 + 6.
Man, fuck you.
And that is a D8 + 4 slashing. 6 slashing. Because I'm raged.
That's my boy.
And that is 14 damage to the Snyder.
Here's where the fun begins.
Oh, fuck.
As you cut the Snyder with your sword, it fades into nothing but dust.
Huh. Totally not weirded out.
Now it's the second Snyder's turn.
And it is now attacking me.
Yep.
Probably.
And that is a 4 to hit. Fuck.
No.
I know, man. I'm not dumb. Hey. As it darts towards you, trying to attack, it re-enters the territory, but it just misses entirely. Alright, so that is Beck's turn now.
Yes, it is.
Chromatic orb the cunt.
Alright, you're chromatic orbing.
I'm so happy I decided to do that.
Roll d20 to hit. And that is going to hit Argy as well.
Oh.
You've already done it, man. You can't change it now. You gotta roll to hit, though.
Hold on. +13. Do I put +7 or is it
Yeah.
my charisma?
Spellcasting modifier. Spellcasting modifier.
And proficiency.
No, it's spellcasting modifier. Proficiency is included in that.
Oh, I think it's +7 or my. Or
Yeah, +7. Okay, so that's dirty 20. Yeah, you hit.
Yeah, dirty 20.
But I'm. What? Okay. As you go to strike the thing with your chromatic orb, however, the explosion doesn't seem to affect it until it turns into a pile of ash.
Wait, no, I need to choose an energy.
You don't need to. It doesn't change the outcome.
Oh.
You watch as both of the creatures just fade away into nothing.
Huh. Well, that was weird.
I look at the direction where Atrocitus went and I just like fucking book it.
Do you want to follow him, Argy?
Against my better judgment, I do.
Okay.
I just shake my head and go,
I'm like
fucking
running on all
dumbass.
fours.
Okay. I'm I'm going to copy your images.
I just shake my head and go, fucking dumbass.
But as you arrive in the forest, you see some things you weren't expecting to see. Not only is the scientist here, but there's 3 of him. Additionally,
Oh,
you see some
damn.
faces that you were not expecting to see here. Da Vinci, just staring aimlessly into the void. Shalia the Ice Priestess, standing blankly. But worst of all, Beck's daughter, sat in the fields, aimlessly picking at the grass.
I like slowly go to her and just like kneel. So they just
I grab his shoulder and just shake my head. Dude.
Hold up, I'm
Gotta
gonna
let it go. Gotta let it go, dude.
I'm gonna really quickly iterate what happens, just so that Beck knows. The moment you sit down beside her, nothing happens. She doesn't notice your presence. She doesn't even seem to be aware that you're there.
I like grab gently like hold her shoulder. Starshine.
But as you try to, your hand phases through her. The scientist mocks. Oh, I picked the best part of this forest to do this. She's nothing but a wraith, you insignificant leech. Here is the land of the dead, where the dead go to rest. Unfortunately, souls with nowhere to go, neither the higher up or the down below, don't tend to go anywhere. They sit here and stagnate, waiting for the day that Void comes to pick them off, or someone else kills them.
Well, that's fun.
I turned to the one that was speaking.
They were all speaking in unison, just so you know.
Kill you, you bastard!
How are you going to kill me when you don't even know where I am? He begins to back up and goes down each pathway.
Nice. Also, I have Urshifu now.
Nice. He skedaddles down each pathway as you're left here with nothing but 3 wraiths. But I'm going to have to leave you guys here for a bit while I go transfer to another group.
Oh, you bitch.
Alright.
Oh, you nasty bitch.
Be back.
You bitch.
Oh my god! My acting is getting better. Jesus. Like
Gone. Nubby's not here. It left me not so long ago. Can you hear me?
Yeah, here. I'm just getting... Hey, Nubby.
Oh, Nubby's here.
I got bored.
Yeah, I apologize. This is the one downside of going to different calls. Is I just kind of leave people.
The ADD demons said, "Fuck you, leave the call."
So, did Zoom tell you what happened?
Yeah, basically he told me, and I quote, "Please, please carry us."
Hey man, that was a secret conversation between us two.
Okay. So now that we're back, yeah. So Zoom tried to eat some chicken. It fucking turned out to be covered in some sort of acidic substance. He failed like 4 or 5 different investigation checks and just sold bones. And that was about all that happened. Additionally, he failed to unzip a tent.
Yep.
Corbin's sitting there as Zoom walks over defeated, just chuckling to himself.
Yep.
Having fun? yeah, having
man.
fun there?
I'm not having fun, honestly. I'm not having fun. I have poison in my tongue. I'm covered in bones and copper. I'm not good, man.
You look like you're having a great time.
What is going on with that?
God.
Okay, something is happening here, and I don't like it. Sorry, I don't know what that was happening. Okay, fixed. Alright, so yeah, what do you guys want to do?
You guys, I want to watch Nubby's next move.
You guys, I want to sit the fuck down.
True. Fucking true. So, Nubby, what do you want to do, I should say?
Corbin walks over to Le Tent. Are you telling me you couldn't open a fucking tent?
So, he got into one, it was the other one where he couldn't unzip it. Do you want to just look inside?
Don't eat the chicken! If you can hear me, do not eat the chicken. Alright, I have to get that out.
Nubby, what would you like to do?
Corbin just kind of stares before peering his head into Le Tent.
Roll me perception, please.
Okay, can I be honest?
Sure.
I'm playing FNF right now, so can you roll for me real quick? Actually, no, never mind. I don't trust you to roll for me. Wait.
Probably best you don't, because my rolls are shit.
Hang on. I got it. Give me a sec.
I do have a dice currently in the Pokeball dice jail.
That's a 17.
Okay. As you look inside, you notice that a lot of it seems to be pretty mediocre stuff. Like, it's not exactly good quality anything. You look to see that there is like a what's it called, a sleeping bag, but it seems to be layered on top of spikes, impaling through it.
Want to go take a rest?
Fucking hell, Nubby.
I'm asking a question. I'm talking to the penguin. I'm asking a question.
Yeah, you could take a rest, but I don't know if you should.
No. I'm asking if you want to take a rest.
Oh,
Jesus.
No. I'm well rested, bro. Thank you. Oh, yourself.
Damn.
Hey, I should add though, in one of those tables, there's like some mysterious crystals. You should take a look at them. Maybe you can do anything.
It's not in the tents, it's on the table.
Yeah, I said one of the tables.
Oh, gotcha, my bad. So what do you want to do, Nubby?
Corbin shoves his hands into his pockets, walking over. Oh shit! Walking over to the table to see if he notices anything about those crystals.
I can tell you now, without you having to roll perception or investigation, these are not something you've seen before. They seem to be crystals, but they seem to be almost shooting with energies.
Kind of sit away from them because when I die.
Yeah. He burned his fingertip on one that he tried to touch.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, I forgot to tell you that. I burnt my fingertips.
He didn't have a good time while you were gone.
Corbin just kind of looks at it, and then he picks up a stick off the ground and just pokes it.
As you do that, though, the stick becomes covered with ice.
You said you got electrocuted by it, yeah?
Could I intervene? And could I poke it with a rock?
I'm asking you a direct question, and you're asking if you could intervene.
Yeah. I would like to poke it with a rock.
So as you poke it with the rock, you see that it begins to become infested with some sort of seed or plant or something that starts to travel throughout the rock.
Okay. Can you take a gamble and poke it?
Why am I taking?
Can
you take a gamble?
I feel like the crystal has different reactions to different things.
Or maybe it reacted to ice because I'm an ice dragon. This is just giving this. You know what this is giving me? It's giving me that one scene from Shrek where it's just like ogres are not like cakes.
I don't even know what's happening here.
I don't know either.
Oh, Jesus.
Crystals are important.
Then take
It's the most valuable things I found. Well, I'm not taking it. Thank you.
Can I go to the tent that he failed to open and go try and open it?
Sure. You already looked inside of it, to be fair, though.
No, wait. I'm just looking at the now open tent, I guess, and I just kind of peer at him. So you couldn't open this?
Look, there's a bed
He sees
in there.
that the zipper is now at the bottom, but he was trying to pull it up.
Oh, okay. Thanks, AJ. See, we don't have zippers in where I'm from, so I'm not familiar with such source
You also
stories.
don't have fucking hands, but we're not going to talk about that.
Oh my god! I love this.
Hey, you should go to look at the other table and see if you can read the book, though.
Corbin rolls his eyes and walks over to the other table.
I'm basically your tour guide. I know everything about this place and nothing at all.
I'm not going to confirm or deny that. Do you want to roll investigation, Nubby, or...
Let me finish this verse and then I'll fucking roll investigation. Just give me a sec.
Coolio. Oh my god, this was funny. Just a Nubby trying to babysit Zoom.
Hey,
Dude, I've had to babysit every single fucking person in this party at least once.
True.
I am a grown.
I don't think you've had the chance to really babysit Art because he wasn't with you for a lot of the sessions you were at.
Alright, that's a 16 on an investigation.
Okay, as you read through the book, you find that it seems to be detailing different parts about some sort of ancient creature's anatomy called a Leviathan.
So I had to deal with a Kraken in the water, and now I have to deal with a Leviathan on land. Great.
Don't worry, you have me here. We'll deal with it.
But you do
I'll throw it at you.
You do see something on the book that you've heard before, whether or not you remember it's entirely you. You see the name at the bottom is signed Alchemax.
Oh god, fucking damn it. Corbin looks down at Little Red and then fucking picks up the book off the table. Hey, did your fucking crazy lady lose a book?
No, this book is not in my database.
Oh, it's signed by Alchemax.
Evidently, he wasn't here at the base when he signed it, so must be new-ish.
So he's still alive? Ew.
He's immortal, of course he's still alive.
I thought you would have, I don't know, blown him to dust by now. Literally and metaphorically.
We tried it 3 times. Once with something called a hydrogen bomb. Didn't do much to him. Certainly leveled an island full of sheep.
What did the sheep do to you?
They didn't live in harmony. They were all very racist.
Don't you quote Luke the Notable here? I swear to God. Yeah, you thought you were slick. I know there were references. Fuck you.
I was making a joke. Fucking hell. Evidently, this book is not very old either. Hardly a few days, I would imagine.
So he's been here recently.
The red robot looks across the little site here.
Right.
He is over there, good sir.
Oh, fun. Okay. So Corbin, kind of shuffles his way over there. He really hopes he doesn't faceplant over the fucking rope.
I'll just make you go down the easier way.
Can you group me up with Nubby, not in a way where he's carrying me, but in a way where I'm following him, like just like behind him. Yeah.
You're waddling around like a fucking penguin.
You go around.
You know how we do it. You know.
A masked weirdo with a hood, just kind of charting things on a map.
Hey man, what the hell is that?
The guy looks up at you. Who the hell are you?
Who the hell are you?
Woo, I'm Pengu.
You really should stop giving your name to strangers.
Oh, what?
He looks at you. How exactly did you end up here? This is not exactly a safe place to be.
I walked.
Yeah, I went for a walk as well.
He looks at you. I guess it is daytime, so Murcielago wouldn't exactly be too rabid today.
Well, why and how are you here?
Well, for one, I'm an immortal. I don't have to worry about being killed. Plus, at this point, I'm just trying to die.
Oh, well, I know a little freak on an island that's been trying to kill you for years, apparently.
He looks up at you. Oh, see, you met Orcadia.
Yeah.
He then looks at the red robot before darting under his desk. Don't let her see me.
Why?
What?
She's crazy.
Yeah, I got that. I gathered that pretty quickly. But why are you so worried? Aren't you immortal?
I don't want her to know where I am.
Okay. You buy my silence from her if you tell me what the fuck's going on around here.
He sighs. If you keep the red robot's face covered, I'll get up and talk to you.
He puts he just looks at the red robot and just like, I'm sorry, man. And he puts a clawed hand on him.
The red robot just sigh. He's in robot tongue. Bzzz.
I'm sorry.
He then gets up from under the desk. Look, I've been looking for ways to kill myself for quite some time now. I heard a lot about this little forest here. I meant to go to the Forest of Death, but alas, that didn't exactly pan out so well. I got lost halfway.
We have a couple friends in there, actually.
He looks at you. Oh, you might want to get them out of there fast.
No, I feel like they'll be able to handle it.
He shrugs. Not my circus, not my clowns. Don't care.
Does that mean I'm the circus master? I quit that with being a circus master.
He just looks at you blankly. Look, I'm just here because I was initially here just to study these ancient creatures called Leviathans that were once deemed immortal. But as he points around, evidently, that might not have been the case.
You wanted to know how to kill yourself.
Yes, by the only creature ever referenced as truly immortal in the bestiary, unfortunately. It seems the bestiary could use with a good update.
How long have you been here?
About 3 months. Notice
What
that
have you found?
in terms of my study, not much. But in terms of what's going on in Murcielago, quite a few things.
Such as?
You gonna?
He points at the map, pointing at the different parts of the forest. The thing is, Murcielago was one of my inventions. I had to accommodate certain people. Thorn refused to be in a thing made of metal. Apparently, according to vampires, it's very harmful to them, especially iron, which most of my machines were made of. So I decided to make my machine with wood this time, using the tree of Yggdrasil, chopping parts of it off that were already dying or otherwise withering for me to just use the spare wood and then remaster and repurpose it. Unfortunately, it seems that because the Yggdrasil is being poisoned, so is Murcielago, and it's going feral because of it.
So we have to go save a tree?
Not necessarily the tree itself. He points at the 3 markers on the map that he's been making. Eikthenir, the Stormbird, and Jormungandr. These 3 collectively keep the Yggdrasil alive. If one of them's messed with, the other 2 will typically come to save the other. Unfortunately, it seems like all 3 have been affected by something.
And that's what we have to go deal with.
Yes. Nearby Jormungandr's lair is close. Unfortunately, I have been to that lair. Jormungandr seems to have been scared off by a just as equally large snake. I call it Ouroboros. And unfortunately, if I go there again, it's going to try and devour me.
I mean, you're immortal, so what does that matter?
It's because I'm immortal that I cannot go there. Here's the thing about Ouroboros. The more it eats, the stronger it gets. It feeds on life force. And for someone like me, with an eternal life force, that's like being given 6 smorgasbord buffets a day. Essentially, if I go there and I lose, it is going to be the strongest creature alive.
What if we go there?
I look down at Pengu and smack him in the back of the head. Don't offer our services to random fucking people.
Sorry. Damn.
He looks at you. So, might I ask why you're here?
Well, we were told to turn on some shrines or whatever. I don't fully remember because I was kind of intoxicated, I'll be honest with you.
He's like, you drink?
Yes, heavily, because I have to deal with, he points at Pengu and the rest of my clowns.
He's like, if you
I'm
want,
a
I can give
clown,
you
as
some.
you can see. I'm a penguin.
He's like, if you want, I
Shut
can
up.
give you some homemade distilled wines. It's not exactly anything special, but the alcohol content's high.
Are you trying to get money from me?
He's like, I don't need your money. It does not matter to me. I've pretty much gotten all the money I need for my funding over the years.
I'll take some wine, though.
All right, follow me.
Corbin follows behind. And then I look at...
Wait. Can I step behind? Because I have an idea. Because I have something that I want to do.
Oh, God damn it.
Behind Nubby or behind the guy?
Nah, I just want to go back to the crystals. Hey, let me cook, chat.
He is determined to get those crystals.
Can I dip my sword in the crystals?
Please shock the shit out of him. Please shock the shit out of him, AJ.
It's not gonna shock it, because I'm gonna. Hey, have faith in your teammates. This is gonna be close.
No.
This is what the crystals for. It's
So are you going to strike the crystals with the sword?
No, I would like to just dip it. Just like I don't want to like bash the crystals. That's a bad idea. I would like to just.
I am afraid on that account. As you dip it in, you're hit by 6 different energy types as you take 1d10 damage.
I am going to die.
You take 6 damage.
We're having fried penguin today.
It's like letting a toddler go and stick a fucking spoon in the wall.
Can I do a walk of shame back to Nubby and
Yeah,
as
you're singed, frozen.
Yeah.
You have like roots growing throughout you, and you have like pebbles stuck to your side.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
No, but you just see Zoom re-arrive, looking worse for wear than when he left.
Corbin just looks down at him with a smile, having fun.
Hey, Corbin. Oh man, you won't believe it.
Okay. Next time you go mess with these crystals... Actually, hang on. Malcolm.
He looks at you. Yeah?
What are those crystals on the table?
Oh. Those crystals? Let me just quickly check my notes.
Right, I could have just asked.
There's something I discovered in a cave nearby. It's a new elemental crystal. I can't quite describe it, but I decided this is my chance to finally make my name on history. So I called them alchemics.
So, do you know what they do?
Well, the thing is, each individual crystal has an ability to generate a random type of energy. For instance, it can generate cold or fire or rock-based energy. It's very much like randomized. Never quite know what you're going to get.
Would you mind if I took one of those crystals?
He's like, I would not recommend holding onto one of those for more than a second.
Cool.
But if you want to try, feel free.
What if you hold them with gloves?
He hands out. He shows you a pair of gloves that are singed and frozen at the same time.
Fair enough.
The effects were hard. He points at the cluster of crystals. That is the most I've managed to gather here in 3 to 4 months of being here.
Can I ask you another question?
He nods. What's up?
Why do you want to die so bad?
He pauses for a moment. There's multiple reasons. He begins to explain. You see, I lost someone dear to me. And unfortunately, I can only rejoin them if I find a way to die. As you can imagine, that has proven to be quite the ordeal.
I mean...
What if I rip you apart? What would happen then?
Hey, shut up!
Oh, okay.
I've tried it 3 times. Once with a chimera. Did not work.
Okay. Good to know.
Corbin, puts like a kind hand on Alcom's shoulder. I may not be... Door open? I may not be the most heartfelt guy, so I can't really fill your shoes, but if you ask me, I wouldn't stop just because I lost someone. I'd keep going because that's what they'd want me to do.
He looks back at you. Do you know what it's like to be immortal? It's never-ending pain. Watching people that you grew up with die. Watching friends you fought with die. Watching the love of your life die. It's not that simple. As he begins to walk down the path.
That was heavy.
But why don't you make the most of it? Sure, you can't. Sure, you can't stop those things from happening, and it's going to hurt for eons upon eons. But there's, if you know there's nothing you can do, why not just get to be the best that you can? Like, you like learning stuff. Why don't you just learn everything you can? You literally have the opportunity to learn everything.
He's like, do you know how many... Okay, I'm going to really quickly move you guys to the house. Just while I continue this. He brings you to the house where you see not only like 600 different types of degrees, but they all vary. He's got one of each type. One bachelor's, one master's, one associate's. He's even got a couple community college degrees.
Can he teach me how to get a community college degree? I'm trying to get one, goddamn.
He's like, look, all you need to know is it takes a while. I mean, look at all these. These took a fair bit of time to get every single one of them. Luckily, I've had about a few centuries to do so.
Hey man, this is a nice house.
Yeah, see, but look, since you got nothing but time, you can learn anything. You can know everything.
He's like, there's very few things that I don't think I've found at this point. I've explored just about all of this country, and unfortunately, a lot of the rest of the world is ash.
Well, why don't you find a way to make it better?
He begins to sit down as he brings over some homemade meads, wines, beers, and other stuff. Do you know why I made the mechs in the first place?
Why?
Back in the day, before your era, before many of your eras, there was a creature that was going around the world, destroying lands, destroying countries, not through destruction or chaos or death, but by erasure, something we had never experienced before. There was no pain, no end to it. It just destroyed it just ceased anything that it touched in existing. Everything it touched turned to ash. Even the water began to turn to soot and dust. We saw it was sweeping over the world and decided that we must form an alliance. The 12 pillars, as it were. He sighs before looking back. Sadly, many of our allies ended up dying in the fight against Parthenax. Including, but not limited to, my wife. As he begins to take a big swig of alcohol. The mechs were designed to counter the erasure ability, mainly thanks to the use of countless types of energy. It's only just recently that I found this little gem, as he holds the crystal, showing that it's burning and electrifying him at the same time. This element here would have saved us a lot of time and trouble if we'd found it back in the day.
Corbin just kind of smirks at him. So you mean there's still stuff you haven't found yet, huh?
He holds your booze hostage. Do you want this or not?
I mean, whether you give it to me or not is up to you.
Can I have it?
No, you cannot have it.
Okay.
I don't trust you sober. I'm not going to trust you intoxicated either.
I'm a great guy intoxicated.
He just rolls his eyes a bit before looking back at you. Look, I get that to you, life is precious. To me, life is nothing but pain and agony. I even considered feeding myself to Ouroboros if it didn't mean I'd also be endangering the countless lives of millions and millions of people.
And let's be honest, you'd just end up back alive anyway.
More than likely, it would just be me trapped in its digestive tract for God knows how long. He looks at you. I realize that it's just not that easy. He can't quite figure out a way to defend his actions. He just doesn't seem to care anymore. The guy, for as green as his eyes are, they seem lifeless and hollow.
Corbin walks up to him and just gives him a hug. I may not know what it's like to be immortal, but I know what it's like to lose. But
Pengu walks up to him and grabs the cup. Thanks, man.
but that loss is what pushes me forward.
He looks at you. Does it ever go away for you?
No, it's always in the back of my mind. But figuring out ways to help others has been a way of coping. He looks over at Pengu as kind of an example.
Yeah, this guy saved my life like 20 minutes ago. You won't even believe it.
He looks at you. So you like to save people then?
Well, I try. Whether they listen to me or not is a completely different story.
Don't ever listen.
He begins to look around. Look, I can't profess that I will change how I act. But the least I can do is help you out with whatever you're here for.
That's more than I could ask for. Thank you. Say thank you to the nice man.
Thank you for the booze, nice man.
He looks at you. So I take it you're here to free the Yggdrasil and stop Murcielago then?
Yeah, we're... I'm kind of trying to pay off a bounty.
He looks at you. What if I could offer you something to help make things easier?
Go on.
He looks at your weapons. What is your most commonly used weapon?
My fist.
He thinks for a second before he goes to the back rooms a bit. Give me one moment. I'll be right back.
Take your time.
You hear him like hammering away at something and doing something in the back here. You're not quite sure what though. As he comes back a few seconds later, he lays out two things on the table. For you, as he lays down some brass knuckles.
Oh my god!
With some of the energy crystals inside of them.
That's so cool.
Oh.
Here's what this is. These are a makeshift version. I've managed to perfect it to the most part, so it shouldn't affect yourself. It'll allow you to do alchemics damage, which is imaginably strong but random. You never quite know what you'll get. Just so you know, Nubby, these do 1d20 alchemics damage. So you roll for damage type, which there's 8 damage types it can be, and then you roll 1d20 for damage.
All right, just send that over to me so I can write it down.
Sure.
Figure guns.
Very cool, bro.
I'm about to get to you as well there, Pengu.
Yeah.
Unrelated, can we talk about how wholesome Corbin was? Like, genuinely?
This has genuinely been some of my favorite Corbin interactions.
Because I even got to play into Corbin's lore a little bit. He knows what loss is.
I like that.
You still mistreating a penguin.
And he's still babysitting the penguin.
Okay.
So that's fun. He then hands over a small dagger to you, Zoom. But it's also, the blade is made of alchemix crystals as well.
Nice.
This is a bit more refined, so it does a little bit less damage, but it's a little bit more consistent.
Right.
He points out that it's going to do 2d12 alchemics damage. Same thing as Nubby's, except well, it's the same thing as Nubby's random type. It just does 2d12 instead of 1d20.
Got you.
I'm going to send you
Thank
the.
you. Thank you very much, wise man.
You said you had a right.
Yeah. Kind of worried about them, not gonna lie, but I can't really do anything about it.
If you remember what sort of weapons they use, I might be able to provide some for them too.
Let's see. Let's see how much Corbin remembers his teammates. Let's see. There's the staff for Beck. There's. I don't remember if Sylvia uses a greatsword or if they just use like rapier or whatever. Arg doesn't need one of your fancy weapons. That sounds really mean. I don't mean it like that, but like, trust me, the dude doesn't need it.
He nods. Seems fair.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like I've got. I don't remember what Chocobo properly uses, actually.
To be fair, she's more like she's just a magic caster through and through.
We got. What does Leon use?
He's like used a variety of weapons like axes, swords, spears. Mainly
Leon
spears,
uses shields. No, he uses shields.
He's like, so you think a shield?
Possibly a shield for Leon, yeah.
Okay.
I think that's
so. Just to reiterate, shield,
the rapier for fucking
rapier.
Yeah.
Chocobo and Argy don't really have anything that. Well, Argy uses weapons, so he could technically get one, and Chocobo is more of a spellcaster, so she doesn't really need one.
Maybe Corbin will be nice and no, I'm not going to do that to you, AJ. I'm going to specifically avoid doing that to you.
No,
AJ.
I don't care. Like genuinely, I've got plans to deal with Arg. So if you want to be kind, feel free.
What is it they use? Is it like a great sword?
He uses like axes mainly.
Yeah. Our big dragon guy uses other dragon uses axes, like big axes. Barbarians. You know how they are.
Yeah, I get it. Those might take a tad more time, but I can probably have them done by the end of the day.
Take your time. We're not in a rush. Well, we are kind of in a rush, but not that much in a rush.
He does look at you. If I was to provide you with these weapons, would you be willing to help me take Ouroboros out of the Yggdrasil's roots?
It would be my honor, sir.
He nods. That Alchemix knuckles there. One of the things Ouroboros seems to be weak to is Alchemix. It's why he avoids this place. It's guarded by mines full of the stuff. I've been able to keep quite a distance from him. For whatever that's worth. He then begins... Oh, go ahead.
So you just need help taking him down, basically.
Once Ouroboros is eliminated, Jormungandr can return to the roots and heal the Yggdrasil. Maybe then we can get the other two back on their feet.
I look down at Pengu. You ready to go kill something?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
But that is where I'm going to pause this section of things so I can move over to the next group, okay?
I'm sorry, Wholesome Corbin is taking me out, man.
Wholesome Corbin is fun. I love Wholesome Corbin. This is so cool. Alright, I'm going to go...
And nobody else is going to see that side of him. Nobody else.
So far, it's just Zoom that's seen him.
Nah. Corbin just looks at Zoom. If you say anything, I'll kill you.
Say what?
Attaboy. Alright. I'm gonna leave you guys alone for a bit.
I actually have the.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Oh, no. Oh, you came back
Hey,
right as he came back. Oh shit!
Hey, remember when it's like you came on and I was about to leave? Guess who left?
Who?
Leo.
God damn it!
It was like
Yeah,
right. It was like
well,
5 seconds before.
Leo came
Did he
back
just-
the moment you came back. Anyway, here I'll just go ahead and send you shoot this. It's just a DM. Did I put it? Oh, there's one. Let me see here. I know I have his. Yeah, here we are. I hope you don't mind reading sideways.
What are you trying to do here? What are you trying to send me?
Oh no, I was talking to Choke about.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Anyway,
Okay.
we were talking about Chris Fea, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna
How you pronounce it?
share my screen now.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later.
While we wait for Leo to get back, I'm gonna go grab myself some Coke.
Okay.
Coca-Cola.
Oh, I was talking about the cane.
It sounds bad.
Or
I'm kidding.
Leah Afra. Hmm.
He was the voice of Muhammad Abdul of JoJo fame. I do that my voice is coming through.
Yo.
Just you just
Okay. So, how long ago did he leave?
I think
2 seconds ago, they said your ma
like
came over,
2
so they.
seconds ago.
Ah, damn.
Oh, he should be back in a little bit.
Gotcha. Do you think it would be worth me going to a different group for the time being?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm just asking. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just asking if you think it would be better.
Oh no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Oh.
I will be back then.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so I turned up my microphone. Is that
What?
any
She's
better?
gonna come back in like 5 seconds.
I just turned up my microphone. Is that any better or what?
You awake?
Hi.
Was just about to ping you.
I know you were.
Messing with bio.
I can actually hear when people join, so
Oh,
I didn't even know that myself.
Okay. So I'm skipping over the other group temporarily just because
Shenanigans.
no, because Leo had to go real quick just to go do something. So I'm going to just return to where you're at.
Do you really like jumping back and forth like this?
It's not bad. I think it's a better way to get just private combos without having to deal with a lot of people talking over each other is the thing.
Which happens a lot. Yeah, that's fair.
Like, granted, it doesn't happen as much anymore, but it's still, I just think it's kind of worth it. So yeah, you left off with this. You are now in the Forest of Death, or in this case, the Forest of Illusion.
Yay!
So where would you like to go?
I'm just currently in like the center of the three races there, just like crying / screaming in rage.
Okay.
If he's going off on a tirade, can I just slap him?
Feel free. Roll me strength check to see if you actually do damage.
Oh boy. I'm still raged though, am I?
Yeah, it's only going to be 1d4.
That's fine, because I have yeah, okay, I'll just roll strength to see if I do damage. Will a 15 do?
Yeah.
Yes, I will hit.
So just do 1d4 damage to Beck.
That I can do.
You're about to get smacked back to reality, Beck.
4 damage.
Fuck.
I'm 3, you idiot!
What? What'd you say, Beck?
I'm on 3.
Oh, fuck.
Wait,
You
what?
smacked him into death saves.
Fuck me.
He's on 3 HP.
Yeah, you just smacked him into death saves. I didn't want to reveal this too soon. Fuck.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I called
Beck,
it.
you are now on -1 HP.
Ha! What, dead?
Yes, you're in death saves. Well,
I'm
You're
dead.
you're a bit of a Schrodinger's cat right now.
as it stands, if I want to, I could throw him into death saves. However,
You've already
I do not
you already
want
hit him.
to. Well,
This,
yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair.
So as you smack Beck across the fucking forest, he hits one of the trees, breaking his neck as he falls to the floor. But he realizes, even though he broke his neck, he doesn't seem to be dying.
Hmm?
In the hells. What's that for?
To snap you back to reality, asshole.
I should also point out that Beck's neck is currently at a 90-degree angle right now.
Can I snap it back into place?
Sure.
With a sickening crunch.
You just see Beck realign his skull back into position.
Fair enough.
You technically killed Beck.
I'm fine with that.
But Beck, you realize that although you're not dead, you don't feel a heartbeat in yourself anymore.
You killed me.
I've done it before. I've done killing before. It's not anything new. Are you snapped back to the situation?
I'm sort of. Us. We still feel nothing but pure hatred for him.
Yeah, that's understandable.
I feel like we'll have to destroy each version, each copy of him. But that'll take too long.
If only we could round them all up and destroy them all at once.
Agreed. What do you think the best course of action is?
Oh, first we gotta find the fucking bastard.
Well, there was one that went up this way, one this way, and one this way, just to remind you.
Let's
You want to
go
split
all the
further?
way. I'd look to the one to the left. Let's try down that way first.
I just look at him. You want to split further to cover ground?
No, in case, because there'll probably be threats where we'll probably be outnumbered, and there is safety in numbers.
Fair enough.
I'm surprised more people didn't come down this way, since it is death.
So you want to go down this path?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's this one.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I'm sure we'll eventually make it.
As you kind of climb down this pathway, you see that you've kind of hit a dead end, just a small opening of trees. But you see some faces familiar and not. As to your left, you see Corey staring aimlessly into the void.
Corey.
Oh, wait, aren't these our old traveling companions?
Not all of them. This is Fan's character that died at the end of the Ocean Saga.
Oh, damn.
Who were the other two?
It should have been Lyra and
Well,
whoever the hell Sloth was playing.
Lyra's not dead, and neither is Sloth. Or at least,
They were just kind of mid out the story, weren't they?
yeah. So I'll address the Sloth thing later, and Lyra is still technically able to come back, so I'm not doing anything with her character yet.
Fair enough.
So, Beck, do you want to try and find out who this is?
Yeah.
What would you like to do to try and figure it out? You can try a few things.
Can I roll investigation?
You can.
I would roll investigation, but my investigation is a bit of a bitch right now.
True.
I
Fucking
think I'm got advantage or something.
I'm working on making it better, okay? I gotta wait till level 8.
I will address something after you rolled investigation.
Oh, I didn't realize I was accepted this.
I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect you to do something.
17.
Expect me or expect him?
I'll address it in a sec. So, as you look towards the figure before you, you find that on his side there seems to be a tag attached to one of his daggers. It reads...
Whoa, you kind of cut out there.
What? Did you not hear me?
Oh,
No, you cut out there.
Oh, sorry. It reads, Malson, the original Rat King.
Oh.
That's concerning.
But I should also point out, Beck, you also realize you're touching the dagger.
Wait, did my actions inadvertently help?
Can I tap him on the shoulder?
As you do, you realize you can touch the wraiths around you.
Sorry.
Oh.
That is...
The Rat King looks towards you. Traitor, traitor. Just muttering those words back and forth, again and again.
That's okay. I'm gonna mute up real quick.
You good, Argy?
He said he'll mute. What do you mean, traitor? Who is a traitor?
He doesn't answer your question, but he does just keep saying traitor. I should also point out, though, Argy, if you're still there, you can't hear what the guy's saying. Right now, Beck looks crazy, just talking to the ghosts.
Oh, great. Fantastic. Thanks, Arg.
Yes, I am still there, and I don't think he's crazy. I think my actions inadvertently helped us.
Yes.
Agreed.
You discover that Beck can basically communicate with them, but only to a certain degree. He can also interact with them with a limited capacity.
I shake
just
him a little
call
bit
out,
more.
is he talking to you?
He is. He's keeps saying traitor.
Perhaps he's referring the other people?
Troll Pillars?
Possibly.
Who could he mean, though?
Then,
Perhaps
almost in a
maybe the one
sudden
that's
burst
taken
of
his place?
in a sudden burst of fear, he grabs onto Beck's arm.
Ah!
As he starts saying the words louder and louder. Traitor! Traitor! As he digs his hand towards his chest, opening up his jacket to reveal a giant gaping hole in his chest.
Uh-oh.
Who did this to you?
He just keeps saying traitor, nothing different words-wise. He just shows you the gaping hole.
Okay, I'll go to the other one.
And then I just call out, what if it's the Rat King that's on the pillar?
This is the original.
Yeah, but what if the current one betrayed him?
No, that would be that would have been thousands of years ago.
So? This is his spirit.
Yes. Yeah, I agree that he might have been betrayed by something back then, but I don't think that same accomplice is alive at this moment. I go to the other one.
Okay.
I I read their tag?
There's not a tag on this one. There was only a tag on the other guy.
I gently tap their shoulder. Hello?
Our fault. Our fault.
Whose fault?
Hmm.
But this one turns to look at you gently. Beware the gentle voices.
Gentle voices. What gentle
Perhaps.
voices?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Perhaps maybe something our friend could tell us? It seems you're the only one that can communicate with them right now.
Yes, but their minds are too shattered. It's like they've gone through
Hell and back.
But then this one begins to reveal something. As he raises his right arm to show that it's entirely been severed off his body, almost like it looks like fang marks. Something bit into his arm and ripped it off by force.
Hmm. Not many beings could do that.
But then he begins to say something else. Parthenax.
Can I roll intelligence to see if I know that, or
I'm not going to make you roll because I can tell you now, it is not a name you have heard of.
Well,
okay? Can I try speaking to Amalgam?
Not a name in game. Of course, it's from fucking Skyrim, but
I don't play Skyrim. I don't know that.
I just realized that. I thought it was I thought it was the DC.
I don't. That might be a character from Skyrim. I don't play Skyrim. I don't know.
It just so happens that Parthenax is a fucking dragon in Skyrim.
I got this from like a fantasy name generator. Leave me alone.
To be fair, Parthenax is a very fancy name.
Right.
It is.
But no, essentially that's all he says is Parthenax, and then he just drops back to the sort of zombified look.
He said Parthenax. Can I try and contact Amalgam?
You can try.
Okay, what do I roll? Mr.
You don't need to roll anything.
Roll out and you're gonna try and contact him to me?
Well, I just sit in a sort of meditative position, and just like
I'm just gonna back away a few steps.
Okay. But as you begin to try to communicate with Amalgam, your head has never been quieter. You don't hear a thing. Silence has befallen your sort of inner turmoil you've previously had.
that's concerning.
Not even a refusal to see you. Just
emptiness?
Just nothing. Void. Blankness. Darkness.
Do I still have the diary of the void on me?
For the sake of argument, we'll say yeah.
Can I open it?
Sure.
Void. Are you there?
But the book does not write back.
Here, you try asking a question. I had the book to Drakon.
To Drakon.
Drakon, try.
I think he's doing.
See if you can contact the void.
I don't think he was there for the book.
Oh yeah, Agi.
Hello.
I have a diary that belongs to one of the 12 pillars, and he writes in the past a response.
So sort of some kind of time traveling shenanigans?
Think Tom Riddle's diary from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah. I hand it to you. See if he'll answer to you.
I simply write in, a new hand touches the book. Will you respond to this one?
Nothing happens.
It seems nothing works in this place yet. Death doesn't work. And yet, Hmm.
Let's head back. There's clearly nothing else here.
I mean, should we not talk to our final friend to see if he has any extra clues?
Do you want to?
I go to Corey.
But when you go to
Anything?
try and interact with him, you notice that he just keeps muttering with his lips, but all you hear is the waves of the ocean.
I tap him on the shoulder. Corey.
But as his mouth opens agape, you hear nothing but the cries of Oceanus, a noise so familiar to you for the fear it instilled.
I was not there, so I wouldn't know of it. Then again,
Well,
I
you
could
can't
hear it.
hear it. You can't hear it anyway. So,
But I start having like a panic attack.
sure.
Can I walk over and put my hand on Kane's shoulder?
Sure.
Just
It's
kind
gonna
of
go
approve
through
him
me,
in
isn't it?
place.
As you go to reach out to Beck, you lay a hand on his shoulder, but you notice that as you pat him on the shoulder, there's some sort of substance on your hand, a sort of black ink, if you will.
Weird. What is this?
Let's just go. Let's.
Yes.
He's
This place
useless.
defies logic.
So you wish to exit?
Well, I'm right at home.
Yes, we wish to leave.
All right. So as you follow up back to here,
This place defies logic.
Well, what?
Defies the natural
but
laws.
as you exit from the same area, you don't enter this. Oh my god, the screen is spazzing out again. Fuck off!
Bugger.
Okay. You find yourself entering from the same entrance you did previously.
A puzzle room?
There must be some sort of living thing. Wait, I rush over to Celine again.
To your daughter?
Yeah, Celine.
It would make sense that you could touch her now and interact with her.
Celine? Starshine?
She's just muttering a word. Father. Father.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I start crying. Again.
But
The
as
living cannot die.
as you look towards her and lay your hand on her, you notice that you phase through her still.
No. No. Can I go over to
But
Shalia?
this time, I'm just going to finish something. But this time, as you phase through her, you notice that it seems to not exactly. She seems to not feel like the wraiths did. There's no coldness to her. It's almost like she's not even one of them.
She's alive.
Something's weird with her.
Something's not what it seems.
She's not dead. She's still alive.
And yet her soul is in torment. Perhaps she's in a coma?
Must be the only logical explanation. A sort of out of body experience.
It's the only explanation that would make sense. She's both in a state of death and living.
Pull off a sort of.
But then something
Out of body-
happens that chills you to your core.
And that is?
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh no.
What the fuck?
I don't know, my
What?
screen gets jerked around. You notice that as you touch her, a second version of her begins to appear.
What's
And then
That?
another. Why does it keep... Stop sending me back there.
And then another.
Sorry, fucking...
Tell me we have to fight my daughter.
No,
Please
I'm not.
don't.
I'm not saying anything. You just see like multiple versions of her just muttering a bunch of random words. Nothing legible that you can understand.
Right, try
And Argy, this is one of the few wraiths that you can actually hear speaking.
Huh.
just muttering something in some sort of tongues.
What has he done
Odd.
to you, my dear Starshine? I go
It's
over to
almost as
Shalia.
if- Even in limited intelligence, he's still thinking, like, this is not normal.
So what did
What do
you...
you
Oh,
do?
you want to go interact with Shalia?
Yeah.
But as you interact with her, her thoughts for the most part seem to be quiet until she mutters one word. Leon.
It seems
Are
you
you,
cannot
are
pick
you
anything
talking
out of
about your
her.
son or the other 12th pillar?
But at the mention of the word pillar, she grabs Beck by the throat, holding him up in the air. Killers. Killers.
Can I try and
You can't hear that, by the way, Argy. It's just Beck.
That is.
But you
I
do
mean, I
see him
can't
being
hear
choked
her,
out by
but I can
Shalia.
definitely see her.
Oh yeah, you see him being choked out.
oh, the killers?
She just keeps chanting killers as she holds you high in the air. Not doing anything else. She just holds you there.
I just kind of walk around like odd.
I'm guessing you're referring to the 12 pillars being killers.
She holds you there for a moment before finally dropping you and just going back to her original position, just muttering
There's one more
Leon.
to be seen.
Say what, Argy?
There's one more down below to talk to, if at all.
This
I'm
one,
not gonna bother. I'm not
I'll
gonna
say
bother
this.
with Da Vinci. He's fucking useless.
Da Vinci one was mainly here for a gag if Nubby was here. It basically just says Mona Lisa.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna go down the middle path.
You want to go up this
I
middle
will
one here?
follow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems that we have two superpositions. One of living, one of death. And
Was this
Beck,
the one that went, was this the one you went
I
to
should
before?
say, is seemingly
Oh
living
yeah,
in
this was.
both.
This seems.
To the middle!
This,
We go!
you keep saying that this place is unnatural, bro.
Yes, quite.
I'm
Unnatural.
sort of an unnatural being.
As you enter, you see faces again, familiar and unfamiliar to you. Poseidon the First, your dwarven friend.
Yawn.
Scylla. All of
Dwarven
them.
friend.
Whilst I was on the run, I didn't take Celine with me. I took her to one of the only people I could remember from my past life. A dwarven smith named Bjorn.
Hmm.
I left her in his care, and one day every year, the day of I found her, I would come and visit her, and I'd spend a few days with her.
Hmm.
I go to Bjorn.
As you go towards him, he's just muttering, I failed. I failed. I failed.
What's he saying?
He's saying I failed.
Then perhaps affirm that he did not?
I hug Bjorn and whisper in his ear, "You do not fail me, oh my friend. I failed you, and I'm sorry."
But as you hug him, he pauses for a moment, stopping his incessant chanting. The scientist wishes to bring it back.
Bring what back?
The scientist wishes to bring it back.
Repeat message.
The scientist wants to bring it back.
What is it?
I think. Oh no. I think he's trying to bring back Amalgam.
Oh dear.
I mean, it makes sense. Amalgam is a lord of chaos and a god of corruption. From the text I can remember reading, Amalgam is a being that's is basically the opposite of life. He craves chaos, destruction, and all to embrace that, and he does so by corrupting them in a blackish goo that seeps from his body.
Did you say a blackish goo?
Yes. Why?
Like the kind that's on you?
What? Can I try and see if I've got black goo on me?
You can. As you
Do I?
pat your shoulders, you see the black goo upon you.
I'd shake it off and I'd try and I take off my coat.
As you look around yourself, you notice the fact that the goo seems to be seeping off of you instead of onto you.
I wonder
Yes.
if the
Wait,
goo
hold
is
on. So
not the corruption, but the corrupter.
well, from depictions of how his body looked, it seemed to be ever. It didn't seem to have a solid form. It was ever changing and made out of the black goo. It said that
So
he
it
could.
makes me question if the goo that's coming off of you is not the corruption, but the corrupter.
Oh, that's concerning. But what? Something else about his power and how his corruption works is it's anything he touches, he can spread through the land we stand on. He can twist and morph the ground and anything it touches into something that belongs into a realm of nightmares.
Mm.
Unfortunately, your dwarven friend does not provide any more insight.
I go over
We
to
need
Poseidon
more
first.
testaments.
You go over to Poseidon the First.
Yes.
As you go to Poseidon the First, he's muttering something that doesn't sit well with you because it doesn't read as anything you've heard of before. Nothingness shall reign.
Nothingness shall reign. That seems to reference the void, I believe, but the void is basically the Reaper. How does any of this make sense?
There is one more voice we have not yet heard.
Oh yeah, Scylla, the previous occupant of. Actually, no, I go back. I don't move yet, but I tap sign on the first on the shot. I tap sign the first.
Okay. Nothing
Where
seems
he-
to shake him. He just seems to constantly say, nothingness shall reign.
Okay, I go to Scylla then.
Okay. As you go towards her, though, you hear nothing but screams. Although her voice is, her mouth, her lips are barely moving, you hear nothing but screams of agony echoing throughout your head.
Scylla.
Odd.
But as you back away a
Fascinating.
little bit, the screams seem to cease a little bit, or at least quiet down a bit.
Scylla.
But as you go, do you want to go back to her again?
Yeah.
As you go back to her one last time, she turns her head in a sudden jolt.
The
Ancient One returns.
Ancient One returns. Why does that sound familiar?
Can you come back to me?
Yeah, no, I go back to Drakon. Scylla said the Ancient One returns.
Could I try to rack my brain for anything that might do it, like a history check?
I'm afraid not. There's nothing here that will give you any sort of inclination as to what's happened.
Let's head back.
I would mostly just make notes if I could recommend anything about what.
I believe I do.
I can make note.
Hang
So
on.
do you wish to go ahead?
Yeah. Wait. Hold. There's more. Oh, I thought we were heading back.
No, it's just like there's a road up here.
Yeah, no,
Yes,
let's go up the
let us
road.
continue then.
But
Yeah,
you
I'll
find
just-
yourself once again.
Yeah, I'll just write everything down.
Yeah,
You find
you do
yourself
that.
back at this forest once more.
Odd.
Very
Something
odd.
wishes to return.
The ancient one
ancient
wishes to
being.
return. About the scientist wants to release it. Or bring it back. Nothing. All of will return to nothingness.
Do you wish to go to the final pathway?
The next old.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
far.
let's go down the final path.
Yay, over the final path. Diddle-did-did-did.
Fucking hell.
You good?
You good?
Yeah, just coughing. So as you progress ahead, you do see one face you recognize. It's Rykard. He traveled with you temporarily on the journey to the Ice Priestess's temple.
This must have
Rykard?
been like in the very beginning where I wasn't part of the crew.
No, you were there for that part. It was
I
just
go to.
he was only there
I
for
go
like
to
one
Rykard.
episode.
I go to Rykard.
Oh, this was one of the other characters. That's right.
Yeah, this was Sloth's character.
Oh, damn! I didn't even. Fuck.
So as you approach him, he says, "I must warn Wolfsbane. Must warn Wolfsbane."
I touch him. Rykard! What is
As you
what?
do, you begin to see like part of his face on his left side is starting to melt away, revealing his skull. Must warn Wolfsbane. Must warn Wolfsbane.
What is the what?
That's not a good look for him.
But he doesn't
Really?
answer. He just keeps repeating that statement.
He keeps saying we must warn Wolfsbane.
Hmm.
What is the
Perhaps
what is the
another.
what?
Perhaps another character. Like we have yet
Yeah,
to meet.
No, that was actually just the name of the party that was given to you guys after the amount of wolves you slayed in the first arc.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's
you
a
mean the
party
arc
name.
that I literally wasn't there for?
I mean, you were there for like the last few episodes.
Yeah, no, you just missed out the first episode of season 2 where we got the name Wolfsbane.
Oh, okay. I didn't know context, so.
Who's that lady there?
So this was the siren that you fell asleep for.
Oh,
The one that Nubby made an
I go.
demonstration out of.
Oh, I don't touch that. I don't touch that one. I go. Actually, I will hear what the siren says.
She just says, "Curse the Dragonborn! Curse the Dragonborn!"
Okay, that's definitely
Indefinite
very.
reference to indefinite reference to whoever the fuck killed her.
That'd be Corbin.
Yup.
I go to the gin then.
As you approach him, he just seems to repeat 3 wishes. 3 wishes ended it all. 3 wishes. 3 wishes ended it all.
I go. I tap the gin.
Nothing seems to happen as you do.
I go to Al Capone.
This one was also kind of just meant to be here as a joke for if Nubby was there, but
Okay.
he just seems to say, "What you looking at? What you looking at?"
Okay, we go forward.
Okay. And once again, I
Division
must
with the handsome
reiterate,
gentleman.
you find yourself back at the start. Only this time, something a little different happens. I just have to make sure I'm on the right thing. Can I ask you guys to not watch the stream for a second?
Yup. It's kind of hard when it continues. Okay, okay, there it goes.
I've got pings.
I just need to grab something.
Yeah, that's fair. This is weird, though.
Agreed.
Okay, you can return.
Yay!
Oh,
This
AJ,
time,
AJ,
Yeah.
follow-up question. Since I took off my coat, I still have it off, and underneath that, I've got like a vest on. Do I notice anything different about my body? Since
Dude, your body's an amalgamated mess. I can't begin to list the things that are wrong with your body.
I was going to say, do I have more feathers on my left arm as well?
I don't know. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. As you arrive back in the woods, this time you're met with a skeleton who's wearing clothes that seem to have maintained their color.
Void.
Doctor?
He looks at Kane. Good to see you again.
I wish you was under better circumstances.
I apologize for not writing to you sooner.
Who is this?
My name.
Me?
He takes off his top hat, revealing his very pristine skull as he bends over and bows. My name is Void, the god of death.
The one I told you about, the one that killed
Oh,
Furry.
I was one of the 12
fun.
pillars back in my day.
Betrayed, were you not?
He doesn't answer the question.
Your silence gives me more than enough answers.
He looks at you. Life is rarely all about right and wrongs. Sometimes the answers you seek are more nuanced. Things tend to be
That is
less
true.
black and white. As he looks around the area at the literal black and white scene,
What is this place?
Hey,
he looks at you and he says, "This is the land of death. Sadly, my land does not occupy the heavens or the hells of this world. I occupy the grey. This abomination."
Limbo.
Indeed, it talks in many ways, but in other ways, it is as silent as could be. He looks around.
Why? I look at the three different Celines.
Mhm.
Why are there three of her?
He looks at you. That is a question I wish I could answer, as he holds out a pocket watch of Celine's that seems to be going all over the fritz. Unfortunately, I don't.
I look at the black goo that's like coming off me. I believe the sign Atrocitus is trying to revive Amalgam or free him from me.
He looks at you. You think too small, my friend.
is he
Then
trying
what is he?
to free you?
He's like, free me? I'll be the one to reap him whenever he's done.
What is he doing
True.
here?
He looks at you. Again, I wish I knew. Sadly, I'm not exactly able to tell you even if I did know.
He's working for somebody. When Wolfsbane was in Atlantis or near it and dealing with Oceanus, me and Sinclair encountered two creatures that was of his work, but were recently made. And this was way after I killed him.
He looks at you. If you wish to have the answers, you must follow me. But then he looks at Beck for a moment, seeing his state. You might want to heal yourself up before you leave this territory. Otherwise, you will go back to being dead, only this time, permanently. In here, death is but a transference. Out there, death is permanent. The moment you leave this place is the moment you'll probably die. So if you have any healing spells, I would get to it.
Do I have any healing items on me?
I think you did buy a healing potion. You'll have to check your character sheet.
I know
Okay.
I do not. If we could take a short rest, we could heal.
No, we need a long rest, don't we?
Nope, short rest. You can expend
Oh, yeah,
Short,
no.
hit
short rest
heal.
heals. It's long rest that replenishes things.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Can
Do you
we-
have...
Do you mind if we take a bit of a short rest here?
He's like, fine. I'll just mark it as a short rest. That has happened. You're now back to full HP, Beck, as he looks at you. Allow me to revitalize you now. As he snaps his fingers, and both of you regain your color.
Oh, sweet. So we just heal back up to full?
Yep, back up to full.
I cough up
But I
on
should point out, Beck, you feel a very intense aching pain in your neck.
I'm surprised. I was going to say, do I cough up a bit of blood?
No, you're just feeling aching sensation.
I just look at him.
Jesus.
Sorry about that, though, bro.
Oh, wait, me and Augie are basically the same size.
Yeah. Void begins to walk between the two of you as he's like, "Come now, we must make our exit."
Let us be off. We're trying to find a crystal of some sort to deactivate a shield that will take us to my fucking.
He looks
how
at you. I'm aware of what you're looking for. I've been protecting it for all my life. Unfortunately, he holds up a giant watch this time that immediately just appears out of a portal, dangling from his hand. It says the Stormbird. Sadly,
no.
and he reveals that the bird's lifespan is kind of reaching its end. Unless we intervene now, what you see around you now will be all there is.
Death everywhere.
Let's go. Let's get through it.
But while I like this where this is going, I've got to end this here so I can do a part with the other group.
All right, have fun.
Oh, damn. You bitch.
I'll be back.
Oh, I'll tell you later. They just go.
No, continue saying it.
Fine.
Continue.
Fine. It's for me. It's a three-way tie between Thanos, Shredder, and Obito because of the fact that each one of them is monumentally freaking like, wow.
Oh, so it's a
Okay.
three-way between those characters, huh? You must be real freaky.
Not like that, you freak. What I'm saying is, okay, Thanos. Besides cursing Deadpool with life, Thanos literally wiped out 90% of the multiverse just to get with Mistress Death. Then you got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Shredder, who was down bad for a woman that was already married and had kids, and kept threatening that if she doesn't leave him, she'll kill her. And that's exactly what he did. And then you have freaking Obito that started World War IV over a woman that didn't even know he existed. Welcome back, AJ.
Hello. Is everybody here still?
Yes.
Everyone
What happened to Nubby?
here, we've been...
Nubby's just kind of going back and forth. He's just playing games while I'm not on the call with him.
Gotcha.
So, as you follow the river up, you find yourself towards a split in the road. You see two very beautiful-looking nymphs up ahead. As they tell you, halt. In order to pass, you must figure this out. Only one of them speaks. Give me 1 second, just while I get the thing up. Fucking do one. Screen's spazzing out again. Fuck off.
Deep breath, you got this.
Okay, here we go. The left one explains the rules. Only one of us tells the truth. The left one claims her path is the safe path. The right one claims her path is the safe path. They both say that you can only choose two paths. Or one of the two paths, sorry. I'll let you guys figure out this riddle.
Wait, no, I know this. This is incredibly easy. I have seen this done so many times. Basically, one always tells the truth, one always lies. So we got to trick them both into admitting which one is the right path.
Okay, hold on a minute.
Or you can do this. Ask if the sky's blue.
Hold on. Let me go up and ask. Go up and ask one of them.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. My screen's spazzing out.
The other one. If the other one over there told me which one, if I were to ask the other one which of the paths we should take, which one would they take?
They would take their path.
I know what Jack's trying to do. I know what he's trying to do.
So we go the other way.
Yeah, but the thing is, we don't know which one is telling the truth and which one's lying. So I know what you're trying to do, but I know what you're trying to do. But the question you asked, like it was it was asked incorrectly. You know what? We'll just let Chocobo handle this. Chocobo, do your thing.
I then look over. So they actually. So can I ask the DM again? It is actually a one speaks the truth, the other speaks a lie deal, right?
I am not saying anything. I've told you what they say. Do you want me to repeat it?
Yeah, that's why I was That's why I was asking you.
So, here's what they said. The left one explains, only one of us tells the truth. The left one claims her path is the safe path. The right one claims her path is the safe path. And both of them say they can choose only one of the two paths.
I asked both of them, what color is the sky?
Fuck. Both of them say green.
Wait, green? Uh-oh.
Both of them say green.
So you're both lying now.
Both of them say no.
Okay.
So
So
I am
what?
so tempted because I've seen a meme featuring this solution. Argy would have loved this solution, but I am tempted. But that's not in character for me, so I'm not gonna do it.
well, in that case, what would you do?
You see, if I was not worried about my character, I would have killed one of them and asked the other if it was dead or not.
Hmm.
So what we're looking at here is
Wait,
that both of them are just mimicking each other at this point.
Do you need to repeat what they said at the start?
Oh god, no, you don't gotta repeat it. You don't gotta. I get it. Okay. You know what? Okay. I got an idea. So apparently, okay, so they both lied and said that the sky is green, and they both said that their path is the correct path. Okay, so the one on the left. If I go down the path of the right, will I die?
She says no.
All right. The one on the right. If I go down the path of the left, will I die?
She says no.
If I go down the path in the middle, will I die?
She says yes.
All right, we're going down the one in the middle.
Fuck! I didn't expect you guys to figure that out that fast.
Because
God damn it!
there's three of us.
You know what? What works works.
Because there's literally three of us.
I'm gonna be honest. That was just a shot in the dark. I wasn't even sure that would work.
As you travel through the trees, you find that there's a hidden pathway behind the two of them. Fucking Christ, man! How did you figure that out that quick?
How?
Because I've seen this done multiple times. They actually did that in a cartoon.
Fucker!
Okay. No, the answer, believe it or not, the Powerpuff Girls.
What?
They did this in an episode of the Powerpuff Girls. They did this in an episode of the Powerpuff Girls where they were basically being misled by both of them. So in order to get the correct answer, they both always answered the same way. So the third answer was the right answer because left and right would result in death, meaning the middle path was the only path. They did that on Powerpuff Girls.
I got done in by Powerpuff Girls!
Yes.
I am learning so much about myself today.
And so today, the day is saved thanks to the Powerpuff Girls.
I'm so glad that my mother gave me popcorn.
I hate this. I hate this. That was meant to take up way more time than I thought than you fucking made it out to be. Fuck my life.
Hey, look at your side. At least this means that Beck has less of a chance of falling asleep now.
Oh my god. I have no words.
I cannot believe my shot in the dark, my random shot in the dark was the right answer.
Fucking Christ.
Oh my god.
As you exit the cherry
Love
blossom,
you, AJ.
why did I agree to be a DM? What did I think was gonna happen?
Because you care for us.
Because you love us.
Fuck off. As you progress forward, you find that the temple that was pointed out to you previously is just up ahead. But you see it's guarded by some legendary ancient dog called a Shisa. Halt. No one enters my master's temple lest he be worthy.
I immediately point to Kyros. He was chosen by the god of justice, so does that make him worthy?
A step forward.
The Shisa looks at you. And I'm just going to do something real quick. Does an 18 beat your armor class?
A what now?
18? Does that beat your armor class?
18?
Yeah.
Yes, it does. His armor class is only a 13.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You're taking 1d8 damage.
It's nice knowing you.
The creature smacks you aside, doing 3 damage, hitting you into this rock over here.
Ah! Oh.
None of you are worthy. My master is not some cheap goddess. Who do you take me for?
That is not at all what I said. I was said that he was chosen by the goddess of justice. I wasn't indicating your god. I was referring to the goddess that we stumbled upon before.
You dare insult that my master's great
Who's your
tentacle.
master?
I shrug
Great
off
Krakoa.
I shrug off the hit,
Krakoa.
and I ask, "Look, who is your master?"
Krakoa!
Krakoa the Bold. One of the original
Oh.
12 pillars.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Wait.
He looks at Leon.
Oh.
You dare disrespect my master by calling him that guy?
If he is so great, then where is he now?
They are.
Locked its eyes on you immediately after that comment.
Uh-oh.
So, Leo.
Uh-huh.
That is a nat 20.
Fuck, it beats our armor class.
I hope you're ready, because I am not relenting on this one. You just pissed this fucker off. That's a 6. That's a 2. You take 8 damage as the creature bites into you, wailing you back and forth in its mouth. You dare insult my master.
Ow, 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 ow. You said 6 damage?
8 damage. It was a 6 and a 2.
Okay, so ow, ow, ow.
Pardon me, great guardian of the path. We are sorry to have insulted your great and illustrious master. But we must really go through, for we have been given a quest in order to revive the great tree Yggdrasil.
He looks at you. Do you think I care about your petty squabbles with the great Murcielago? I don't give 2 flying fucks, and especially not to ginger shit there.
Oh, I don't give a darn.
How dare you?
Either,
I am a
but it was
redhead.
for a greater purpose.
Same damn thing, motherfucker. Continue what you're saying, Chocobo.
For you see, we don't really care about the tithings of the vampires. Or at least I don't. But you see, this tree holds a higher cosmic purpose. If its state remains this much, I fear that life itself may become harder than usual, and thus your job will become more strenuous.
He looks at you. Do you know what my job is?
If you care for your master, I suggest that you help us through.
My
Or at
master
least
has
turn
long
a
since
blind
passed.
eye.
My master has long since passed.
Oh, so he's not that great after all. Got it.
He
He looks back at Leo. We're gonna try this.
Okay, I step in front of Leo. I step in front of Leo.
That's a 17.
Oh, I beat it. My armor class is 19.
How? No, that's only if your shield's equipped. Your shield
It
is not
is equipped.
You are currently in a thing's mouth. You don't get to equip a shield.
I walk around with the shield in my arm because I'm a paladin.
You're in a dog's mouth, my guy.
What does that even do? Fine. So then,
You know what? Okay, you know what? Let's just.
For that, I agree for your loss.
I'm just gonna have him spit.
Your
You're not gonna
loyalty
take damage,
is
but you're just
much
getting launched back.
admirable.
Fine.
He gets spat out. He looks at you. My master died many millennia ago, entrusting me to keep this sword safe. I will not let some heathenistic elf and his fiery companions and whatever the fuck you're supposed to be. He looks at you, Chocobo. Honestly, you look like a chew toy to me.
I narrow my eyes and I say, I shall let this pass. I take a brief breath. I shall let this pass. I understand who's around the corner. I will let this pass. In truth, sir, we don't want your sword. We simply want the pass. Your sword just so happens to be on the path. If you watch us pass, we will not touch your sword.
He
And we will
points out
leave
that
it
the
be.
only thing around here is the island. This is not just a pass. This is just
Okay, fair enough.
simple.
Tell you what.
Is there a way that we could prove ourselves worthy as I wipe the spit off my face?
That's what I was about to ask.
He thinks for a moment. You think yourselves worthy?
No, not at all.
He sits over on this bench here. You have 3 paths you can take. The one
Oh,
most
no.
traveled, the one hardly traveled, and the one never traveled.
All right, you know what? I go back between the two of them.
I heard that there's a saying about this.
Path
Something
hardly
about the
traveled.
road less traveled.
I walk over to that. I walk over to that path real quick.
Which one?
Walk over there. Just the path hard never traveled. And
The path never traveled?
Why is
This
it?
one here.
And I just ask, why is this area never traveled?
Because it would be a fool's errand. Those who try
Beyond
that path are
ice.
destined to die.
Beyond ice.
Yeah.
Ice rod.
As you try to get Leo to freeze over the test, the dog snarls, "No cheating."
I put my hands in my pockets. I'm not doing anything. Wait, am I allowed? Wait, can I use the Falcon to scout ahead?
Sorry, I'm just trying to stop spazzing out. The moment you try and send the Falcon out, the dog jumps into the air, seemingly standing on nothing but air, as it snarls in the face of the eagle. Down! As the bird just sits down on a perchy rock.
I just look up at him and I ask, "How are you flying?"
I am a Shisa. We are able to fly,
What?
or more accurately, airwalk.
Okay, that
As
is
the
actually,
air is as
that
solid
is
to
actually
you
really cool.
as the
Okay,
ground.
so I look. Okay, so can I roll for survival?
No.
No?
This
You know what? You know what? I know what this is. This is another trick question, okay? Because if you take the path that's mostly traveled, as soon as you try to walk it, it's going to crumble onto you. But if you go to the path least traveled, you're going to fall off of the edge because of the fact of, like, nobody ever walks it, so you don't know where the footing is. The answer is the path that nobody ever takes.
That's what I'm.
But then we'd forge our own path and get lost.
That is honestly a possibility, but I also know AJ. I feel like the second
What about
I-
your? What about I roll for athletics?
I should point out this is water. You can't exactly run on it.
I can swim.
Yeah.
It's very deep, but yes, you can technically swim. You are
The question.
though.
Don't do it! Don't do it! I know what AJ's doing. There's a monster in there. I know AJ's thinking. All right, here's an idea, okay? Chocobo, you are the tiny one. Okay, you are the tiny one. You are riding on your pet, and you also have mage hands. What path would you take?
Okay.
If you were by yourself right now this second, which path would you take by yourself?
Well, I would take the shortest path. I would just take my mage hand and just go straight ahead with it. Why would I
No,
have the worry?
no. Jack was right. It is the path less traveled. He wants us to work for it because if we take the road that's always traveled, okay, that is something that okay. I don't know how to explain it. The road that's always traveled is basically like it's never different. It will never be different. If we take the middle one is the shortest route, which is basically cheating.
can't.
He even said no cheating.
can't.
So it's the one on the left.
One on the left.
How
Yes. Trust me.
middle path?
AJ. No, wait, you two stay
How
here.
is the middle
AJ.
path cheated if it's presented to us?
Because
Sure.
it's also the shortest path. AJ, I leave these two behind. I start walking the path on the left.
As you do, however, you find that the moment you get to here, the bridge immediately collapses in on itself, and these little logs just sink to the bottom. You're trapped on this little island here, unable to progress forward. Wrong answer.
So what? How far do you think I can jump that?
I never said you can jump that. In fact, I said nothing at all. You dare assume what I say?
No, he asked how far can he jump that? How far do you think?
Jay, how
Oh.
far do you think you can jump that? You think I can jump that?
I just yelled from where I'm standing. My path was wrong. Try a different one.
And what happens if I break your rules?
He says, "Find out."
Don't ask up.
Okay, can I just use Mage Hand and just go across the water? Or I guess I can use my axolotl for this since it is the water.
What you tried?
Yeah, we'll let
It's the least I
Chocobo.
can do.
Chocobo is actually allowed to fly across with her mage hand. The dog doesn't seem to stop her. However, when she gets over towards these lily pads here, a sort of encasing tubing surrounds her.
Called it.
Son of a bitch!
She's just stuck midair
You
above
don't have
water.
any right to say anything.
Hey, at least
You
I'm.
exist
At
in
least
this.
you know what? You know what? I have the high ground.
He looks at
I give him a fleshy finger.
Kairos.
Bushy finger.
So, which route do you wish to take?
I swear, if this is a trick question, it turns out that none of the paths are right and will never be worthy, I'm gonna start. Grr.
If that was the answer, I am fighting this thing.
I am not going to play by your rules. AJ, do you think I can jump that?
It's up to you to try.
So, that be a roll
Yeah,
for
what?
athletics?
It would be acrobatics more likely.
Acrobatics?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What do you? Okay.
I mean, I have a decent strength mod. I have a 20 in strength modifying, so it's like whatever.
It's not your strength. You have a +1 to your acrobatic rolls.
Oh, right. Shit.
Do you wish to make the leap?
Yes. I'm sending you my roll.
Dude, I told you you could just say your roll out loud.
15 over 5.
Okay, wait, 15 over 5, what?
I think he's saying that he had a 15.
Where's the 5 coming from?
It's
Oh, is it
Hold
plus or
on.
minus 5?
no. What he's doing is okay, and if he's rolling a d20, he's rolling a 15. The 5 is the remainder, meaning he did not get that access. So he's only rolling a 15 plus 1 for 16.
Hold on. Let me just.
What are you rolling this on out of
Maybe
curiosity?
we should let him explain instead of us
Roll
guessing.
20. Roll 20. Check your DMs.
Okay. Okay, you roll 20, so I roll a 15.
Yeah.
I'm not understanding the 5 on the side. That's what's throwing me.
Okay, so can I just say 15?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I don't understand roll 20 like that. That one's throwing me.
Yeah, because I sent him the thing before about the dice rollers.
As you leap across, you find that you're able to pass through the barrier that's keeping Chocobo in. You're not quite making it across, but you do land in the water. Do you wish to swim the rest of the way?
Yes.
You find yourself able to pass through the barriers that Chocobo can't. As you make it to the other side.
Nice.
The Shisa begins to airwalk, grabbing Chocobo in its jaws gently, more like a lion carrying its baby. As it takes her out of the air and then drags her over to the other side. Doing the same with Leo as well. My master took no shortcuts. He took the hard road on everything. He looks at Chocobo. The reason you failed is because you tried to cheat the system.
And so Jack was right. Jack was right to begin with. It was the middle.
Yeah, Chocobo only failed because she tried to cheat the system.
Gotcha.
What do you mean you gave me the option of the third road?
I gave you the option of whatever you thought. It just
You used Mage Hand. Instead of walking with your tiny paws, you used Mage Hand to carry you.
he then stands beside Kairos as he's like, "If you wish, you may go retrieve the sword. After which, I will take you to where you need to go."
In that case, will you be willing to take us to Yggdrasil the moment I grab the sword?
You don't need to go to Yggdrasil just yet. You need to go to Eikthrnir.
Oh.
I can take you there immediately. Go claim your sword.
I walk up to the altar.
And as you go in, this is just going to be you alone, so. Oh, no. Where's your image so small?
Very Sue.
Very Sue. Fuck yourself, Kokomo.
I mean, I was worried about that. I swear, I have Mary Sue syndrome. I don't know why.
Bro.
I tried to make myself have a decent storyline.
Bro. The fact that I figured out the first puzzle and Jack figured out the second one. Hey, Chocobo, maybe you'll figure out the third one.
So, Jack, as you go in, you see the sword that you were told about. The Kusanagi no Sorugi, or Nature Slayer. Do you wish to take the sword?
Yes. I gently pick it up.
As you pull it out of the cherry blossom stump in the middle, you see it shine up upon the blade. All of the blossoms around you start falling, as it seems to be that it drains the life force of any sort of nature/fae-based creatures.
Oh, shit. I must.
Okay, in my defense, Chocobo, I was planning to give this sword to whoever. I didn't care who got it. The blessing one was more about I had a bunch of stats set in place based on how people have acted throughout the campaign. This was very much, you just had to go and do the hard work to get this one. Unfortunately, you tried to fly above it.
In other words, you tried to cheat.
So yeah, you got the sword. Congratulations. And besides, the sword isn't really much in that regard. It's just, essentially, it does 1d12 slicing damage to most things, but 3d12 to fae/nature creatures.
I'm just gonna go ahead and write that down. Oh.
Also, Chocobo, why are you muted?
I think she's eating.
Figured that since he was alone in this scene, I figured that you wanted us to mute.
Okay.
So wait, that's 1d13 to other
No,
fae?
1d12. 1d12.
And what's the other one?
Whenever you're attacking fae/nature creatures, it's 3d12.
Oh. Okay, then.
Then the chief looks at you all. You'll need that sword in order to defeat Eikthrnir. It has been corrupted, in a way. Something unnatural has happened to it. I can't exactly say what, but I can get you to where it lives, and maybe you can help put it out of its misery.
You got it.
Alright. I think we might have to end this stream here, because Zoom and Nubby, or Zoom had to go, and I imagine Beck's probably passed out.
That's great.
Probably.
Let me just move them over here if I can. Can I do that with Discord? I thought I could.
You can do that as long as you have like the mod. If you have like the mod roles, you ought to be able to do that.
Well, he is the owner of the server, so he should be able to do it. You may want to bring Beck just in case.
I know. Do one at a time, though.
Oh, gotcha. There he goes.
Hey, Beck.
Hi. Oh, what the fuck?
He's awake.
Zoom had to go.
I have officially attained Mary Sue status.
So
Yes, he has.
I'm going